Good evening, this is Peter Rupert for the Board of Assessment Appeals. I'm calling this meeting to order at, what time do you have?
5:14.
5:14. Okay.
I have 508.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have
507.
Yes, I have 5:07. 5:07 PM.
okay.
Okay. Let's please stand for the pledge.
Got the flag. Oh,
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Tonight we're here to hear appeals that were properly brought before the board. And before we start, does anybody have any questions? All right.
just need to take the roll.
Okay, sorry, yep, thanks.
So do I have to
Take the
read it?
roll, yeah, read off all the names and see who's here.
Peter Rupert,
Rupert, yes, here.
Neil Fink,
Here.
Paulette Kuzo,
Here.
Ronik Patel,
Absent.
okay. Helene Daly, Christina Kelly,
Absent.
Laura O'Brien,
Here.
Adele Justovitz,
Absent.
Catherine Gusson.
Here.
Whoever's absent.
Oh, okay.
Neil, did you say your name?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, we ready? All that stuff's out of the way? We're gonna start. Okay, we are starting with appeal number 239, logically. It is property address 38 New Street. Owner is Brian Fogarty. The town value is $533,500. That's the appraised value. The ask amount is $490. All right, hang on. I'll
She
wait.
said 533, it's 375.
The appeal was 239?
Correct.
Yeah, this is 38 New Street. Right?
Yes?
This is completely messed up. So it was, can you read the values again?
Sure, the town has the value currently at $533,500. And the requested value is $490,000.
Okay, good. I think you may have to note down by hand.
Should I just input it? Can I input it?
Yeah, and there's supposed to be that formula. Yeah, you may. That
It worked.
ask amount is correct. right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the time right now is there like a clock in here? Because my thing, so it's 5:10.
5:10.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sorry about that, we're having some spreadsheet issues.
That's okay. It's pre-populating nonsense?
Yeah, I think it's putting in assessed values instead of appraised values.
I'm trying to think, I'm not gonna do the math, so no. So, all right. At any rate, okay, so this property it's a 98-year-old property. The major complaint, they have an appraisal here and they have several comps. The major complaint is that, last reval, it was at 293,000 was the appraised value. It's now up to 533. So that struck them as insane. And so then they did their appraisal and they have several comps. Some of the issues they brought up were that it's a commercial area. The Goddard School is directly like across the street. There's a map included if you guys want to scroll through. I don't know what page that's on. You're going to have to, but it's in here. And it shows you how close. It's a 1,000 square foot home. It has a small lot. The lot is smaller than 5,000 square feet. It has low ceilings in the basement. They're about 5-6 feet. So point of that being there's no real opportunity to finish that and add more square footage to the house. It's an old home, the siding, the roof, et cetera. Everything is pretty much, original. Really hasn't been in any way updated. There's no garage whatsoever. And there's a 2-family home next door. Now the comps they supplied for sales. for reference. We want to see that these are true comps, meaning they're close in the neighborhood and they kind of make sense that they would be pulled. It's 722 Tungus Hill Road, which sold on May 25th for 408. Good, tell me if it's no. 492 High Street, sold in February of 25 for 460. 151 May Street, sold in October 25 for 471. 99 New England Avenue, sold in June of 25 for 510. Are those decent comps? 16 Exchange Place, sold in October 25 for 460. I think, did we do Tungus Hill?
Yeah.
Okay, then that page stuck. Okay, so that's 5 comps, 3, 4, 5 comps.
What are the sizes of those houses? Are they similar sizes?
Yeah, so they're all built 100 years ago. So this is 1,200 square feet. The subject is 1,000. The first one, the Tungus Hill, is 1,200 square feet. The Exchange Place is 1,300 square feet. High Street's a little smaller. High Street is 900 square feet.
You know,
Or
they're
eight
not,
and change.
they're not the best comps that I would pick if I were picking them, but
Okay,
the problem is that I looked at comps like that for one of the appeals I'm doing.
yeah,
Even though the market's so busy, there's not enough sales. There's
Okay.
not enough inventory.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to figure out a way to make some of these work that may not be right in that neighborhood, because there's not a choice.
okay.
I'm sorry, this is in neighborhood 85?
I don't have that sheet in front of me. It's New Street, which is, I'll show you on the map where it is. There is a street which
It's on
breaks. down.
Stratfield Road,
Okay.
right
Yeah,
at the intersection
yeah.
of Fairfield Woods.
Oh, right, okay.
Just the other side of
Yeah.
Fairfield Woods, yeah.
So, this is what I've got. I'm gonna make a motion that we grant the appeal to the, what's my number? To the $490,000 value. Discuss, so now we'll talk and decide.
I'll second it.
Okay. What do we think, guys?
I'm okay with it.
Are they true comps?
They have to be, because like I said, there was none in Stratfield, I looked.
Okay,
So I think it's fair. And it's not asking for all that much, so.
Right.
They aren't
It's a
asking
crazy
for all
amount,
that much.
yeah.
I also want to say for the record, I guess I should read it onto the record, that the standard, I looked it up just to be 100% sure, that the standard of proof the taxpayer has, it's just a preponderance of the evidence, which means 51% or more. It does not have to be clear and convincing or beyond a reasonable doubt. Is it more than likely not this is accurate? And so it's the lowest bar there is, frankly, in evidentiary hearings. So I feel like if we think that the age is similar, the lot size is similar, the condition is similar on the subjects, and the size is similar, do we think the neighborhoods are close enough, that it's, this is not a,
I think they're in a nicer neighborhood. I don't think the
subject, you mean?
proximity,
Yeah.
the subject property, I don't think the Goddard School is that much of a negative. It's very quiet. It's for young kids. It's not like a large ball field with people playing, making a lot of noise at recess. It's kind of quiet. I drive by there every day.
Sure.
I don't think I want to be over there when they're bringing the kids in or schools get
or just in general, and that's a busy,
It's a busy,
it's a busy.
It's a busy intersection anyway.
Right. If you bought a house right there, even before the Goddard School, you had a mobile station and a
Correct, the
store.
grocery
Like, you
store,
kinda knew
destitute, all right.
part. But I think, but the comps still, tell the story regardless of.
Okay, so we want to take a vote here? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Are those opposed? Okay, easy peasy.
Left.
Yeah. Okay,
Do you want to explain that?
Oh, actually, yeah, let me,
To
so
clarify the
let's,
process.
from here on, let's just make a motion at the beginning.
Okay, I'm sorry.
To say- That's okay, that's right, I didn't explain that. Just that, we're making the motion to approve the value that they're asking. We'll have a second, and then if someone wants to make a motion to amend.
yeah, then we can do
All
that.
right.
Okay,
Just technically, you can't begin a discussion until there's a motion on the floor.
right, fair enough.
What rule is that? I never heard that.
It's just, it's Robert's rules, there's
Yeah,
nothing
use
to
Robert's
discuss
rules.
without a motion.
Modify.
We are,
We are.
It'll move us faster too, so let's just do it. Okay,
Trying to move
are we
it
ready?
faster, Yeah.
Appeal number 988. This property address is 90, tell me if you need me to read this to you or spell it, Colonese Road? No?
What's,
Okay.
wait, what's the number?
90 colonies.
No, you just,
988.
988, that's,
988.
yeah, this is
Appeal number 98.
totally wrong.
Yeah. Okay, that's all right.
I can just type
Okay.
it in, I mean.
Appeal 988 though, right?
Oh my God, this is totally a mess.
Yeah.
All right, well, I don't mind spelling it out. We'll just read it out.
If you can just spell, what's the PID number?
Do you know the property ID? I can tell you.
Like the,
988.
Okay, 729.
Well, that's the appeal number.
I think that was
Appeal
right.
number, okay.
she's saying like on the map, on the town map, they all have 729, is that?
Okay, and then,
Oh, did that fix it?
nope, no. And the property address is?
90 Colonese, spelled Colonese Road.
And that's
Yeah,
just Fairfield?
that's all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all I need, okay.
That's fine.
Do you want the property owner?
Yes, please.
The first name is QURESHI,
It had put that.
Yeah. QUR.
and the last name is Ahmed, AHMED.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Okay, and so the town has the property valued at $807,400. The ask amount is $580,000. I make a motion, we grant this appeal.
Second, all the time.
Okay, so the town is asking
I'll
for
second.
580 and
No, the
then
town is, appraisal is 807,400. The town amount is 807,400.
Okay. And then,
The ask amount was at 580.
580.
Okay.
okay,
And then I made the motion and Laura seconded it.
okay.
And this is another situation where it's an older home, it's not been updated. He gives 5 comps, all within a mile range, all in better condition, with more bedrooms, more bathrooms, and larger living spaces. And the comps are, you should have them, but I'll pull them up for you too. The comps are 415 Cascade Drive, which sold for $600,000 in February of '26. 893 Churchill Road, which sold for $675 in February of '26. 273 Wheeler Park, which sold for $675 in December of '25. 319 Wheeler Park, which sold for $739 in September of '25. 301 Weeping Willow Lane, which sold for $520 in November of '25. And that's the last comp. Oops, I just closed it. That's the last comp. So what do we think?
So, the issue I have with, and I've seen this on a few, is if you look at the breakdown of of the appraisal for land and the dwelling, the land is 659. So, like, if you look at their ask, then they're basically saying that their dwelling is going to be worth, almost nothing.
Well, we could say how we want the breakdown to be. If we agree they're entitled to relief, then we could say, hey, the town,
But their argument seemed to be mostly based on the condition of the home.
well, and these 5 other sales.
Right.
It's just saying they're larger homes with more bedrooms and bathrooms on larger plots of land. And, they're selling them for $500,000 and $600,000 in their neighborhood, and these people are
What's his again?
807, right? Yeah, he's at 807, and all the comps, don't support that.
It's very old as well.
Yeah. A lot of these are.
What do they have the land at, Kay, just for,
They put the land at 759 and the dwelling at 148. But I think, based on what I'm seeing, I genuinely think that they set a value, because I know when I first did this board maybe 15 years ago, they said, if we don't break down for you on the recording how we want the delineation, like how we want the values to be assessed, they'll just take it straight off the land. I think that when Tyler, or whoever, is it Tyler, Taylor, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
When they came in and they set a value, they didn't maybe break a breakdown and everything got dumped into the land because so many people that came, their land's like $1 million and it says their house is 84,000. It makes, to me, it makes no sense, but so I don't know.
On the neighborhood though, like there's definitely neighborhoods where you see, structures for millions of dollars in Southport or.
For sure, but I'm saying at any rate, this person has supplied several comps. If we think they're good comps, none of them are over 6 and change, and the town has him at 8.
I think that's,
So,
Are the comps all like good comps in terms of like 4-bed, 2-bath?
they're all usually more than he is. Like this one here
Okay.
has 4 bathrooms. Anyway, they're all larger bathrooms, larger square foot, larger bathrooms, larger number of bathrooms, larger number of bedrooms, and larger lots in his neighborhood. If we think that Cascade Drive and Churchill Road, is that similar? I mean, it is, that's the neighborhood we're in, right? Yeah, so,
You said all those comps are you?
Yeah.
Noted that all the comps are within a mile.
yes.
Colonies is actually a really nice street, actually, isn't it?
All right.
Road, I'm thinking, oh, it's just the road.
all right, so I mean, to me, it's an average street, it's not any
But compared to,
fancy, I'd call it, okay, it's a nice street.
it's as nice as, like, as Wheeler Park, for example.
Well, yeah, they're right near each other, so yeah, it's as nice as Wheeler Park.
I mean, he doesn't have a garage, whatever that's worth. All right, so anyway, let's take a vote here. What do we think? All those in favor of my motion?
Could you restate the motion?
Sure, the motion is to grant the appeal to the ask value of $580.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Here, wait one second, just let
Okay.
Stephanie catch up for a second.
I got it.
I mean, there's a 520 in here, but then there's also a 730. But the 730 is a really nice looking house.
You see that?
So maybe we,
Where's that?
What page?
that is on Wheeler Park Avenue. He's got a couple on Wheeler Park Avenue, but the one that's the highest, the closest, the highest in September of 25. It is a very nice look, it's a nicer home. So I don't think he's at
Oh, yeah,
700.
this has a ton of upgrades on it,
Yeah.
if you read the description.
Yeah. But so I don't think he's at 700, but maybe he's not at 580 either,
Yeah.
Because all the other comps are 600, 600, 675, but again, these are,
How, is his house like really dated? Is
yes,
that the problem?
yeah.
About how many square feet is that?
Is his? I thought it was, hang on. It is,
Out of the card.
where the hell is it?
Oh, actually,
1,500.
yeah, so it's a small.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say, I don't feel comfortable going as low as he.
Okay, I think that's fair, because some of these are higher. I mean, there is one for 520, but it also has a walkout basement. I mean, it has, well, I don't know, that's a little, I don't know.
I mean, I'm seeing sales in the neighborhood, but
That's for 580.
you don't have your computer today. I thought you were the MLS
In
master.
my head, I don't need a computer.
Okay. I'm just seeing sales here, like, Fairfield Woods Road of 1,700 square feet for 785.
Fairfield Woods Road is a different neighborhood.
I mean, it's still the same
It's not.
official neighborhood.
I meant to say something about that earlier. The assessor has neighborhoods that he created. They
Right.
have no basis in fact. He just creates them for his model. Every year he changes them. Or every evaluation, every reval he changes them.
If anything, Fairfield Woods Road would be less desirable.
Closeness to that's for, what street is that again?
His?
Colonies. Colonies is further out. So you have that's a factor that even Fairfield Woods is busier, it's much closer in. So it's not the same neighborhood. People would pay more to live closer. I wouldn't live there, but that's just me.
I don't know where, like Cherry Hill Road, where is that?
That's not too far from Colonies. It's the opposite
Okay,
side of the
so
street.
Cherry Hill Road, 1,980 square foot colonial,
bigger.
went for $800,000.
Bigger.
So like he's got one at 6, he's got one at 740. He's got 2 at 675.
Are those updated? Just look, if you just quickly read the thing, you'll be able to tell.
675,
You'll always read
no,
that.
this house requires updating.
Okay.
So that's 675 requires updating. I think 675 is a good number. Because all of these, I mean, they are larger than his, but they're also in not great shape either. I just think 580 is too low, but,
Yeah.
okay, so then let's maybe make a motion, I'll amend my motion to grant this appeal to this $675,000.
It's a grant in part, right?
Yes.
Right, I guess.
I'll second that.
Sorry about that. Anytime.
I'm gonna like this, okay. All in favor? Aye.
Did we give the appeal number or the address to go with that motion?
We did that earlier.
No, yeah, so we do it at the beginning, yeah.
Okay.
And you know what I can do, Stephanie? I'll push these down to you because I actually have them paper, and then if you maybe didn't get a name or something, that might move it faster here.
Thank you. So this will be granted in part?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, next follow-up.
Should we note on these what we decided, or I guess these are irrelevant? Okay.
The next appeal is 721. It is property address, no?
It's just in the wrong, like, cells, so it's telling me like 85 something FFL. I think, yeah.
Rebuild Ross's.
Okay, it is property address 493 Winnipogue, spelled WINNEPOGE Drive.
Hence the Indian Village.
What'd you say?
The Indian Village.
Property owner is Lucas Papa George, spelled just the way you think that would be spelled. C, Lucas with a C, and then Papa George spelled just the way you think it would be spelled. There's a ton of information on this one. This is a very, very big, if you scroll through, it's probably 40 pages. He did a whole bunch of breakdown. Let me just pull my notes out so I
More than
can.
any of us need.
I know. It's new construction. I won't get into that first part where there was a valuation they assessed before it was done, but now it's done. He has the price per square foot, which I know we're not looking at completely, but it is something like over $500 a square foot, where all the other comps that he pulls, which are also new constructions, are anywhere from 380, nothing over 460. So to be 505, he said he's nothing particularly special about this build. It's not like they used all this like state-of-the-art high-end stuff as opposed to these other new constructions. He gives 561 Winnipogue, sold for 1.9, 297 Roanoke, sold for 1.8. They were both new construction, similar lot situation, they're bigger houses. Did I not do the value? Ah, damn it. Okay, so the town has him at $2,218,489. His opinion of the fair market value and his ask is $1,740,000. So I'll make a motion that we grant this appeal to the value of $1,740,000, and I apologize for going off like that.
And I'll second it.
Okay, so anyway, he did a breakdown. If you go through all of his stuff, he did a breakdown where he did just the dwelling, where he did the land in the dwelling, and it's still overvalued on the dollar amounts significantly more than everything else. When he did the dwelling only, he's at 303 a square foot. Everybody else is at 228. He also has, there's a lot to go through here. I don't want to brush through it because he did a breakdown of a lot of the comps in the area, but there's also something that he was talking about regarding an adjustment on the field card where he has what's essentially a repairing buffer zone, and where the town is requiring him to plant certain plants in certain areas, just I guess for the drainage purposes. And so he thought that there should be some kind of adjustment made to the card, just acknowledging the fact that that's obviously, diminished use of land, if you will, like he doesn't have the opportunity to do much to it.
I don't understand that.
It's like, I'm assuming there's like a drainage issue, and so conservation can come in and basically require you to maintain it a certain way, and they haven't officially done that, but they have, in order to grant one of his, what do you call those, permits, he had to show that he had certain plants, and and I think there's pictures are in here, actually, the plants that he had to put in to help with the drainage. And so in other properties where that happens, the town makes an adjustment on the field card saying X%. When you have wetlands or whatever, step X, and it's not like a ton of money, but there is an amount that they take off to acknowledge the fact that this is not property that you can actually do anything with, and they're requiring you to maintain it a certain way, so for whatever that's worth. Also, he mentioned that the attic on the field card is listed at a certain value when it is not finished, and in the neighborhood of all those new comps, new build comps, the attics there were like $25 a square foot when they're unfinished, and his is valued at over $50 a square foot. And so he just thinks that that's something that's not necessarily a valuation issue, but maybe a clerical thing that we could work on.
How long, did he recently buy that and then do the house over, or?
It was a tear down. I think it was a new build.
Sounded
Do
like
you
it
know-
was a tear down, I looked at it.
Yeah, and
Do you know when was the tear down recent, or was it a while ago and he just waited, or?
I have that I don't know.
He
Well,
bought
I'll
the
tell-
property in '22.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
never
for
mind,
however
it
long.
doesn't matter. I was gonna ask something, but.
Yeah.
Well, I have a
Cool.
question for my real estate experts here. So he, in November of '22, he paid $890 for the property, which if I time adjust that to October of '25 is just over $1 million. And then he has $850,000 worth of permits to build the house, so that's 1.7 million. So if I did a tear down and built a house, and so I have 1.7 million into the house, and I was a flipper, I'd expect to sell it for more than the 1.7 I had into it, right?
Well, you probably wouldn't put that much into it. Because you have to figure.
For the record, he is the builder. This is his own home.
This is his own home.
So that
Okay.
does affect, you're right, you probably wouldn't spend the 800,
You wouldn't-
if it's not your house,
You wouldn't pay that when you say,
Right.
forget it, I'll buy another lot. I'm not gonna buy that one. It's too much money.
Right, okay, so you
The
think it's
time adjustment,
reasonable?
you know, what was your percentage on the time adjustment?
I'm using 6% a year, which is what all the appraisals
Yeah, that's what the
that I've
appraiser
met.
used. That's why I asked, yeah. Fine.
So Paul, I'm sorry, did you?
Go ahead, no.
Paul, so can you just give me a little understanding of the Winnapogue versus this Romanok road that
Oh,
you used?
Winnapogue and Romanok?
Yeah.
Basically, they're the same. I mean, they're in like a little, growing up, everybody called that the Indian Village. So it's a whole neighborhood of Indian named streets. Basically, they're the same. The difference on some of them is that some, on Winnapogue, I believe, back up to the water, the lake. If it doesn't back up to the lake, then, you know, that would just certainly raise the value much higher. But as far as Roanoke, Creekenoff, Nepos, all those, they're all basically the same, yeah.
Yeah,
And quite frankly, until you do those houses over, they're not so great. I mean, they're
Correct,
like funny
correct.
little capes that are not all that, but
so he has the sales, are higher than where he's asking to be, but they're, I guess, larger maybe than his house, and so when he does the square footage, it comes out 388 and 403, and the town, when you do his square footage price per square foot, he's over 5 and change. So he's just saying, you know, these were brand new builds too, they sold in your valuation period, and they're selling at, you know, just around 400 a square foot. Why am I 5 and change?
you know, if you look at pictures of the new construction on the interiors, even though they're being flipped, most of them, they kind of all look the same because the buyers want a look. And so they pretty much all look alike. So as far as the square footage price, if they're all around the same on those comps, it's probably right. There might be a little difference here and there. His seems excessively high, especially if he's doing it for himself.
Yeah.
And so that's what he's basing his ask on, bringing it down to like around the 4, what's the?
I think 415 is where he put it, even though the sales say 403 is the highest and 388 is the other comp sale. He looked at all of the other new constructions, and where the town put them, because they weren't necessarily sales, and no one is more than 439. There's one for 4.
As I said, on here it says, I'm seeing neighborhood adjusted range 380 to 463.
Right, you see the average is 415.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and he did a couple ways. That's dwelling and land. Then he did just dwelling, where the number comes down to around the 300 in the town, or around 2 and change, and the town has him over 3. So he's just wanting to be in line basically with everyone else, and then he has those 2 sales, which at the 4 and change number puts him at 174. So what do you guys think? Let's just vote whichever way. I don't care, but let's just get it moving here.
What are the comps were?
Here's another comp.
Do we know, like, the other comps were those were mostly builder sales then, or they were?
I mean, I don't know if I have their field card. They're new construction, so it's gotta be, right?
Well, I mean, Yeah, I mean, you know.
Right, or the homeowner built it and then sold it, I don't know, but,
The one thing that does seem too high is the value attached to the unfinished attic.
yeah, that was his issue too. Like I said, he pulled all the other
That one
new,
you could absolutely adjust for. I don't know what the amount would be.
everyone else is at $25 a square foot for the unfinished portion of attic,
He's at 50.
and he's at 50.
So whatever that attic comes out to.
Right, that would maybe make it, yeah.
Cut it in half.
Oh, okay, I like this, Peter, I like this. So, okay, so then I'm gonna adjust, I'm gonna amend the motion slightly, that we, someone wanna do the math for me though?
How many square feet does he
Just
have?
look up the attic, I don't know this field card. Pages and pages here. The unfinished attic portion, I'm gonna make a motion that we adjust the unfinished portion of his attic to represent a value of $25 a square foot. And then, whatever that comes out to,
Wait, is this right?
where's the unfinished?
The attic, they're saying is worth $265,000.
It has value, it's not finished.
Right, like it's there, but where are we on attic?
What's that? It's a story, 3/4.
Finished 3/4 story, is that the attic?
Yeah. Right, the unfinished, that's what he said, I'm sorry, so it's at 79, what do I have in my notes here, 50 then?
7923.
He's at $79 a square foot, and maybe his argument was that, hang on.
Well, I don't think this is gonna work, because look at, he's got the unfinished 3/4 story here, but he's got a living area 0, which is right. But the floor area, is that what he's saying that floor area is? Could
Yeah.
be, because it's 250, let me think. All right, so,
But he's just saying that when everyone else had it, they're at,
yeah, I get it.
well, here, I'll look.
I don't understand how the floor area of the attic is bigger than the floor area of the second floor.
I can see why, because you're not looking at the picture. If you look at the picture, you'd see where it juts out.
Yeah, you see, it's got, here, it's got like,
Yeah, no, it's bigger than the first floor, but I don't see how it's bigger than the second floor. I know the house, one of my best friends lives next door.
oh, okay. So,
Yeah, that's what he did. That's the square foot, that's the floor area, which is measured by the town.
so then,
we have to go with
right,
that.
yeah, he's not saying that that number is wrong, he's just saying that value, so I'm sorry, so I have, maybe it's the 25 to maybe it's, I'm sorry, so everyone else is around 25 and he's saying that's $50 over because he's at 70 something. He's not at 50, he's at 70 something, and the other comps in the area are at 25 for the unfinished attic.
5 equals, oh yeah, it's a huge amount of money. It comes out to $83,825 at $25 a square foot. As opposed to $75, so it's 3 times that at $75 a square foot.
Do you know, is it normal to be,
Yeah, look at what he's got there, he's got amount 255, 650.
is that outrageous?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what people consider unfinished, like what's
No,
good
that's,
for.
it's like, it's crazy, that there's no, if it was finished, it'd be fine, but it'd be even more, but unfinished, no.
Okay, and they acknowledge that it's unfinished, they have it at 0, so
Yeah.
why would they ever put it at $80?
I don't know,
Okay, so if we make an adjustment, so what does it come down to?
I just got rid of it. It's 33.5 what, square foot, it's 33.5, top row.
3353,
Okay, times $25
yeah,
equals 83,825.
83,825. Okay, now subtract, write this in. 265,
265,
655,
655, yep.
subtract 83,825, and what do you get?
83,825. 181,830.
181,830. Okay, so that's how much I'm taking off now. Write in this number. 1,332,436. Okay?
Yeah,
And subtract 181,830, which is the difference in the attic.
30. 1150606.
Okay, so that
50 606.
606. So basically what we're saying is if we make this adjustment, if we agree with my motion and we adjust the unfinished floor area in the attic to $25 a square foot as are the neighbors, as our new construction, that brings the dwelling appraised value down from 1.336900 to 1.150607.
What was it again? What did it come down to?
606. It comes down to 115. That changes what he's asking. It's still not what he's asking, but that at least does that clerical portion of it. So now the dwelling says,
So what does that get us to as a total?
so,
1,150,606.
yeah, so if we add, so could you add this up? If we do 1.150606,
Wait a minute, 1150606.
and then we add in the land, which is 881,589. What are we getting?
2,032,195.
2,030,000. Okay, so anyway, that at least, that, let's just make that adjustment at least for the attic, and then just so that it's reflective, that way in years,
I'm sorry, what's his total square footage?
his total square
The bottom,
footage is
yeah.
4,386.
That's living, right? Not
Correct
growth.
going
living,
forward
that's
as well, unless he does
Right.
finish it. It's a good thing.
Correct, then if he finishes it, it doesn't go
Now,
crazy.
you're right here, right? You got Winnapogue here, right?
Yeah,
4,770 square feet.
yeah,
And he's got a base value, I see, I don't know, he's got a base value of 1,944,287. So that's bigger, and he's still above that. And then 611 Winnapogue is bigger still, 5,000 square feet, and that's at 1,906,508.
okay.
Those aren't sales, those are
Those are-
appraisals, right?
Those adjusted base values, so I don't know where he got that number from.
Right.
Right.
The price per square footage? Yeah, I think
Oh,
he's.
is that where we got it from?
Yeah.
Those are.
So anyway, that's what he's saying, he's way over.
Appraisals, but
Now,
if you look at the sales,
So if we do the 415 number with this, with the new, we do the 415 number, are we okay with that?
What's
The
the
new
415
construction,
one?
415 per square foot,
That's what he wants.
and that's what he wants to get to the
Okay.
1.7.
All right, so,
Well, we haven't changed any square footage, so there's no,
415 square foot, times how many square feet does he have?
4,386.
you can get the number that he asked for.
Should be, yeah.
right? No, you get more than he asked for.
1,820,190.
All right, so are we good on that? 1,820, 190?
Yep.
Okay, so I make my motion that we adjust the field card to acknowledge the, well, they already acknowledged the unfinished living area, but we adjust the unit cost for that unfinished area to $25 a square foot, which changes the value of the dwelling to $1,150,606. And then we grant the appeal in part, bringing the fair market value to $1,820,190.
That includes the land value.
Yes. Okay, that's my motion.
Okay,
It's taking forever.
I'll second that.
Okay. All those in favor?
And what did he ask?
He asked 174.
It was close to what he asked.
Yeah. Okay, so those in favor, okay, opposed?
I'm opposed.
Okay. Done and done, hang on, I'll get this for
Before
you.
we start, I just need to interrupt a second. Peter, Pauline's been texting me. She wanted to listen in because she's sick. She does, what number does she have to call to listen in? She doesn't know what number to call.
And then
And then that's in
And minority.
You know, 'cause I don't know.
is the,
I think, I want to say it's 727, 731, 7479. Is that right?
yeah, I think so.
727-731-7479. Okay, I'll
Did
text.
she say we were gonna amend the card?
Yes, we don't, they do, but I just acknowledging, so that in the future, if he does finish it, they bump it right back up.
You know, and the card.
Yeah, I just wanted to-
$25.
Okay.
You can just put that in the note.
I hate to say no, Paula, that's not going to be curing for her.
It's not gonna be what?
I talked to her earlier, actually, my background is nursing, so I talked to her earlier today about what to take. So hopefully that'll be curing.
Okay.
Okay, next appeal is 583. Property address is 456 Stratfield Road. The homeowner is Francis and Barbara Duffin. The town value is $1,110,400. The ask amount is $857,143. I make a motion that we grant this appeal to the appellant's opinion of fair market value at 857,143. Okay, so this is, they have a bunch of comps too. Hang on, let's get to them.
456 Stratfield.
It's card number 593?
583.
583.
Oh, you need the property ID.
So
No, I just need the name of the people.
Oh, Francis Duffin.
DUFFIN.
they came in and they had their argument, and I asked them to bring in comps, and then they did, they dropped them off at the assessor's office. But basically, they feel that they have a Victorian farmhouse with no garage, there's not even a shed, there's no central air conditioning. It was appraised, at the last valuation, at 584. It is now $1.3 million, or
1.1.
1.1. Actually, it might be higher than that. They wrote one, but let me find the accounts. I mean, that's a huge jump. That doesn't mean anything, I know, but I'm just saying that's a huge jump. And they've done obviously absolutely nothing to this house. It's a very old
It's
home,
very old.
yeah.
Yeah, 1.1, 1110400.
They have a neighbor across the street, who has a similar sized home. It's actually a bigger lot. It does have central air conditioning. It does have a 2-car garage, both of which they do not have. And it was assessed, I'm not gonna do the math, but their assessment on that house was $689. And so they, you know, being across the street, they jumped a considerable amount over what the neighbor what their direct neighbor jumped. Let me find their
assessment was 689?
the neighbor's assessment, so I'll just for
984.
references, yeah, so 984, so they're at 1.1. And the neighbor, which is a slightly larger home with, you know, significant amenities, I'd pay more for a house with central air conditioning in the garage than not.
And neighbors at 680.
The neighbor's at 9, what did you say?
984.
984, and they're at 1.1. And then, so they supplied these comps, so we'll just go through them, you tell me what you think. Find them. They dropped these off. Say it again?
I was just,
Yeah, they're in the file, they dropped them off after the hearing, so you're seeing them as I'm seeing them. Let me find them. They wrote like a little letter.
Here's the letter.
Yeah, feel free to
With
scroll
absolutely
through
no
and find them.
supporting documentation or other information on.
That was the first one. The second one is when they said during our hearing, you know, that I advised them to send in comparables. And so they sent in 472 Stratfield Road, 49 Satcham Road.
How much was the one on Satchel Road? Because that's
I'll tell you.
across that's like on the other side of the street, I think, but it might not be. I think it is. But that's a quiet street.
And they have Margemere.
This is right on, that's it.
Yeah, Stratfield's way, I mean, that's like a highway. This is, Satcham is, it comes off of Stratfield, so it's a side street.
Okay, so they have, let me see. Let's do the first one that they gave, which is Lynbrook Road. Is that similar comp?
Lynbrook?
Yeah,
No.
no? Okay. Won't look at it then. They gave,
What is that?
I don't know, I think they were just trying to find old houses.
Oh, that could be, yeah, they were looking for older houses, yeah. Not easy to find.
They gave Brookview Avenue,
Okay.
also built in
Not too
1900s.
far from there.
what's the address on Brookview?
130 Brookview Avenue. And that sold for $750 in the valuation period. Also has a 1-car garage.
That one's right on, yeah, that's right on Stratfield, I think, right? No, I'm wrong.
Here's one on Park Ave, 3439 Park Ave, if you think that's a 1940 build. It sold for $710 in the valuation period.
3493?
Yeah. It's in the thing.
That doesn't even come up.
Let me see, hold on. 3439 Park Ave.
Oh,
Bibbins Ave is not, no, okay. That's not gonna help. Thompson Street,
No.
okay, and that's it.
You think the park is
The difference in Park, you have to go up from there. You could use it as a vacant cafe. Park Avenue is this Stratford Road would be more desirable. Because Park, half of it is Bridgeport. So you're right, it's right in your face there, you can't get away from. So no, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's better than some of the other ones, Bibbins and that's, no.
And Margemere's not near it, but I mean, if nothing else, it cuts to show that in
But actually, Margemere is a much better.
much
location.
better, and they sold for $650 and $25.
And which one was, let me see which one that was on Margemere. Oh, I know which one that is, okay.
I mean, let me show you the subject, because that's the subject.
Oh, okay, it's not that great.
I mean, it's just old as, it was
Yeah.
built in 1872. It's gonna be hard.
Ancient.
Yeah, it was gonna be hard to find.
It's
We knew
gonna be hard
that.
to find comps.
But at any rate, I mean, the ones, if you think they're similar, they're close enough comps. I think I agree they're entitled to some relief. I don't believe for a second this property
It's worth $1
is
million.
worth $1 million.
No.
Now,
It would
if
have
we
been
use,
torn down and built on if
Yeah.
it was.
if we use that 6% adjustment 6% per year, like we did for, it comes out in the seventh, almost 8.
Okay. Where are they asking me to go?
If we use it for,
If you use it for, that was, because what was it in, what'd they say it was in
well,
2021?
they bought it in 2020 for 525.
Right, but in when did?
All right, well, that's a good number right there.
All right, so,
Well, they're asking to go to 857, which is higher than, according to you.
yeah, it's higher than what the 6%
Than what
per
it would
year,
be,
unless
so-
I did it wrong, but,
Okay, so I made my motion. Was it seconded? I don't remember.
no, it wasn't, but I could second it.
Okay. All those in favor?
Wait 1 second,
What's
sorry.
the motion, what's the amount?
The motion is to grant the appeal to 857-143.
Yeah, I mean, the straight up time adjustment would be 729.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so good. All right, all those in favor? You don't all have to agree. I'm not pushing you to. I'm just saying.
I agree.
Okay.
All in agreement.
All right, moving on.
Everyone's in agreement.
Everyone was in agreement. That's okay for you. Next is appeal number 989. Oh, this was an interesting one. This is 20 Wilson Street. The property owner is Ray Villaflor, Villaflor. This is his rating. I just want to see. He has an appraisal, but hang on. I want to see if the town actually has the right number here before I read anything on. Okay. The town has the property valued at $913,800. I'll make a motion that we grant the appeal to the ask amount of 793.
I'll second it.
Okay, so he has an appraisal. This was, what I found interesting about this, and I'll go through the comps in a second, was that one of the major concerns was how busy the street is. So much so that the children had a localized bus stop on the street, and the people that lived on it had to petition this town to ask that they have the bus stop in individual houses, and the town agreed after doing the survey that the street was just used too much as a cut through for the Sacred Heart students, and it was just too dangerous to have kids out there alone walking to the bus stop or walking from the bus stop. I found that interesting. Anyway, they had the appraisal done. The appraisal comes in at, and I'll read you the comps in a second. The value, of course, is what they're asking. It's the 793. The comps are,
he says one house away from, I'm sorry, you.
yeah.
Go on, you
No,
go on.
no, go ahead. I think, and I may have written house, he may have meant block, but like the Bridgeport, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically saying it is on the outskirts of Fairfield. That was one of his issues. Okay, the comps, 892 Stratfield Road, sold for $835 in, obviously in the, oh, that's 97 years old, that house. It's got the adjustments made for it because it's larger, it's got more rooms, more bedrooms, et cetera, and so on.
892 Stratfield.
Yep, 892 Stratfield, 122 Stratfield, and 125 Coleman. Coleman.
What address on Coleman? I
125.
don't know where Coleman is.
I don't even know where it is.
It's 1.6 miles from this house. Stratfield Road is 3/4 of a mile, and then 1 mile. At any rate, they've all been adjusted, you know how appraisals work, right? They've all been adjusted for whatever. And that's where the valuation comes in. The majority of this, other than just the, professional appraisal that was done, was the location and, situation on the street, the busyness of the street. Here's Coleman here, if this jogs your memory.
It's a little street, but I can't remember exactly where it is. But, okay. Oh, it's on here, okay. Oh, there's Coleman.
Oh, I
Oh, yeah,
see.
it's up, I know where it is, it's up Fairfield Woods Road, it's kind of near the top.
Okay.
I know where it is, yeah. I have no problem with the appraisal. I mean, they made the adjustments
Yep,
for location, even the one on Coleman, which was a little bit out of the way, but
and the size and, condition.
Coleman's a side street, so.
Okay, that's our timer. Okay, so,
I'm looking at this and this is my neighborhood where I live and, we're going through this process ourselves.
yeah,
5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, almost 2,600 square feet. 793 is way too low.
This is the house that's right on
No,
the Bridgeport border, right?
oh yeah, he's,
Well, it's not, I mean,
It's not right on the Bridgeport border, though. Wilson is still like a
Well,
neighborhood street.
It's a,
I mean, it is a feeder street to Park Avenue.
you might not be wrong.
it's, yeah, I mean, it's near Park Ave. It's gotta be based on the address, because I think the higher numbers are lower down. It's a busy street,
let me just see where it is.
and I guess, the reason I don't have a problem so much with it, let me look at the appraisal again, is because the appraiser picks the comps, makes the adjustments, and I don't really see a reason to question the appraiser, based on, unless there's something glaring on here.
Oh, it's actually, it's the second to last house before Park Avenue.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
I mean, they're
It's
well
really
protected
close.
by a really big house with a pool from Park Avenue, but.
All right.
I'm not seeing any huge adjustments either, like hundreds of thousands of dollars in adjustments, which Ross thinks is a problem. It isn't really, but there aren't any on here.
I mean, are the comps reasonable?
Yeah, are those reasonable comps?
Yeah, I mean, think about it, Wilson Street versus Stratfield Road, where would you rather live? Stratfield Road is a nicer, much nicer location than Wilson Street, especially that far up. Coleman would be the choice of the three
Right.
streets to live on.
Are they comparable in size and?
Let's see, are they, Katie, this is your appeal, are they comparable in size? They're comparable,
I mean, they make adjustments when they're not, though, that's the
Right, he
thing,
made,
so.
like, this one has 10 rooms, he made an adjustment there of only $4,000. The other one has 9 rooms, the other has 10 rooms, he made another adjustment of $4,000. The biggest adjustment he made was $9,000, and that had to do with the total living area. 2,500 versus 27 versus 22, so they're all around the same size.
All right. Okay, so I made a motion, it's been seconded, what do we think? Let's vote.
I'll second it, as long as anybody
Oh,
else
Laura
doesn't
already
add
did.
anything.
Already
I don't
seconded.
know.
Already did.
Oh, Laura seconded, okay, sorry, I didn't hear you. My mistake, I'll third it, no, wait.
I'm very quick to second. It's
Okay.
easy.
All right, all those in favor? None opposed? Okay, okay, moving on. This is my last one, this is Appeal 954.
954?
954. Property address is 1153 Black Rock Turnpike.
1153, you said?
1153.
So that'll be lower down,
What's,
Black Rock Turnpike.
what's higher? Lower is.
3,000s and 4,000s, so
Yeah, yeah.
this will be more of the Thompson's Hill rather
So
than.
exactly, I'm sorry. I didn't really, you're right. I think of Black Rock Turnpike as like shop right now. Okay, it goes way up, okay.
It's a long road.
It's a long way.
Yeah.
Okay, the property owners are Jeffrey and Jason, I'll spell the last name. Melaragno. The town has the property valued at $598,700. I make a motion that we grant the appeal to the appellant's requested fair market value of $544,833.
544,833.
Correct.
I second that.
Okay, now. This is the one with the land value. This is the one that started getting me thinking there's something going on with land values.
So when you say it's lower down, it's where like Black Rock is a little more residential. I mean, it's still Black Rock Turnpike.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
but it's not up by like the, it's
I don't know
not by the
exactly
reservoir.
what it is, I'm gonna guess that that's like
It's York Road is the.
Okay, so that's definitely Tufts. You know where that's near? That's near the TJ Maxx and the Chinese restaurant, like that section. It's close to that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's just, okay, yep.
Okay.
Okay, so he put 4 comps in, they all sold in the base period. Similar living areas, similar lot sizes, which is, his house is smaller than 1,600 square feet, and the lot is under 6,000 square feet. He has properties, he pulled a comp that sold in April for $490,000. The other, his land value,
523,
is that nuts?
Yes.
This is the one, so anyway, he did a breakdown of land values, right? If you look on page, I'm not sure how it would be on the computer, maybe page 3 or 4. I'm not sure, based on this, it should be page 3 or 4. And then he did the sales during well, as close to the valuation as he could find. Some of them are outside of it, no doubt, but it's like, he tried. But anyway, and the sale prices range from $490 to $742.
Which one was 742?
742 is Old Spring Road, but it was way outside of
Oh
the
my God,
valuation.
that's not even, that's in the university area. It's not
Okay.
even close to that.
He's just doing a breakdown of of the town, where the town puts these houses
Yeah.
versus where they're selling, like the difference between the appraisal and what they sold for. And everyone is under, and he's 10% over, for whatever it's worth. That was his piece of evidence, which was, every other property was in the, how to say, what they sold for was a certain percentage less than where the town had them, and his valuation right now is 10% higher than where I guess
Everybody else got.
another appraisal,
reduced,
yeah, and
got
his
raised.
got raised.
May I offer a
Yeah,
suggestion?
yeah.
His ask is extremely reasonable.
Okay, then we should
I
move
say
through
we,
this.
I
Okay,
suggest we
let's
just
vote.
vote on it.
All right, all those in favor?
Voting.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. That's it for me.
Katie, thank you for, so these are the
I'm gonna
appeals,
vote.
the files
Yes,
off.
I'll put them
All right,
back.
well, you know what, we should just, we'll make a nice neat file and they should go back. We don't want to misfile.
Yes, really.
Oh, it's a solid plan, but I figure that's also gonna get us in trouble. Like, I don't have to file your paperwork.
Yeah, they do.
So I don't mind doing it, but if I agree, I don't wanna cause, cause I will say this, I took one out and let's just say it was 83, there was no 84, but there was an 85, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be a problem. So,
This is a field.
the appeals are all over in there, so there's one miss. I mean, maybe someone's hearing it, it could be possible
That's
that
true too.
Adele was hearing it, I don't know, but I thought, oh, we're gonna have a
Could it be a
problem.
no-show?
Like a 3-minute bio break before
Yeah,
we
so 3-minute bio break.
continue.
Yeah,
Okay.
That sounds like a great idea.
good idea.
I'll try.
Don't go off record or no? I might say something terribly inappropriate.
Sure, we can.
Do I have to notate this or no?
Can you mute them?
I guess I'll hoist myself up to the bathroom. That's good, there's none on this floor.
Stop clock. This session is no longer being recorded.
Right.
Oh,
Some of the other ones are fast, though.
Here, if we go to like appeal.
All right, who's going next?
I don't care. If you want to just go.
Wanna
No, go. Now, do you care if I go in order the way you have them here? Does it matter? Because they're out of order. Okay, good enough. All right.
35, Laura, is the next
Let
one.
me know if,
We're doing number 35,
35, yep.
Paulette then.
Paulette's going now.
Okay. Let me know if you're ready.
ready?
Okay. This is appeal number 35, 277 Morehouse Drive. The owner is James Marquitos, M-A-R-K-E-T-O.
It's Morehouse, M-O-O.
No, M-O-R-E-H-O-U-S-E, one word, Drive.
Okay.
The owner is James Marquitos, M-A-R-K-E-T-O-S. The town value is $511,329. His ask amount is $280, but that's not really right because, maybe it is. He used the praise, he didn't use the praise, he used this, okay. He wants his value, let me say that again. His value, appraised value should be, what he's asking for is $400,000. And he's got it wrong here, but I straightened it down on the other page, okay. If you know where this street is,
How much again was the town's value?
town's value is $511,329.
Okay.
Okay. His argument is that this house is, Morehouse Drive is off of Congress Street, but the part of Congress that goes between Sport Hill Road and Black Rock Turnpike. That little not-so-nice piece, like it's Greenfield Hill, but it's really like, who would really want to be there?
Oh, I know, yeah, behind it, that mirror, but like,
Let's do it, so-
between Hi-Ho and.
Yeah, behind High Ho and Sport Hill Road.
Okay,
Morehouse Drive cuts off of there. So he's right, he's the first or the second house in from Congress. His contention is that he's got 4 high-tension rusty transmitting towers
Oh, I know where those are.
installed by Eversource, 2 in front of the main entrance of the house, and 2 right outside of the sliding door leading to the patio. They've cut down bushes, they've ruined bushes and sheared the tops off trees. So it destroyed, like now he's looking at all of that because you can't miss it now. So he submitted pictures.
Power lines run over his pool.
There we go.
Those are relatively newly installed.
Yes, they are newly installed. Well, there's always been, across the street from him, there's always been
something.
one.
Yes.
But it's bigger now, and they cleared everything around it, so now you can't miss it. But there's pictures here if you want to see them. Here's his deck, here's the power line outside of the deck. Okay? And his house, he didn't say much about his house, but
Yeah.
I drive by it all the time, and the picture makes it look nice. That's a nice rendering of the house, because it is really not in good shape. To tell you the truth, I don't think.
also really weird,
Really weird
design.
contemporary design, yeah, yep. So his contention, of course, is probably the land. Now, it's interesting because if you look at his landline stuff, the town already gave him a discount. He's not at 100%. He's at 56%. Now, this is where you're right, we're saying there's something wrong with these land values. Because that's 56% of 100% good.
right,
His value is it's $400,529, which means that at full price, it's like when you buy a suit and they jack it up just to mark it
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. Because at full price, it's just way more than that.
double that, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yep. Then how could that be? It's no way that, and by the way, the yard it's not cleared, it's very wooded, it's sloping, and he has a view of the parkway from his backyard. There's no house between him and the parkway.
Yep.
So I think that in his case, I think that that 56% good condition is too high.
Or,
It needs to be lower,
okay, okay.
okay?
66?
56.
56.
Yeah, it needs to be lower.
Not that part, just the valuation assigned to it.
Right. Well, you lower this and then it'll.
Yeah, but we're not saying it's lower than 56% value. We're saying, okay, right?
Yeah, we're saying it's lower than 56% value.
Yeah, if it's 56% good, if you want to reduce the value of the
Yeah,
land, you would
yeah,
change
yeah.
that to a
Change that.
lower number.
Okay,
So he wanted to be at 400, I don't think we can get there. But at 35% good, his land is worth $305,500. And to be honest, I don't think that's a bad price considering what it is and where it is.
okay.
Okay? Then we add in the house value as it is at 107,000. Oh, I had 500, so it's another 100. Okay. So 105,600.
Where'd you get that? It's a-
On the appraised value, on the field card,
It says 110,800.
I have, am I not looking at the right one? Here, I'm looking at, oh, right here.
It's so weird. I just pulled up the field card and it says appraised 110,800.
That's interesting because
Dwelling.
it's two different numbers.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the number a little bit further down.
Where it says
Where it gives
appraised
the whole
value
thing.
summary, does a whole breakdown?
Yeah, it does the whole breakdown of everything.
That's, oh, you know what, they must, this 30, this, whatever.
Oh, this thing, yeah, they added,
Building,
okay.
there's not a
They added the
building.
building.
Okay.
I didn't see a building. I drove over there today, but, okay, that's fine then. So, all right, so then,
Yeah.
110,800 is what he's got, the structures, let's put it that way.
All right, so what does that get him to?
Wait, am I gonna add in another 305, 600, and 110, 600,
110, 500, you said?
416, 200, I think, if I did that math right. I did it really fast, I might have done it wrong. 6, no, I did it right, 1. Yeah, I did it right. So
Alright.
that gets him to 416, 200, which I don't think is I don't think it's unfair for where that house, for where it is and what it is. I don't see how. I don't know how I would, if I had to sell that house, I'd probably ask somebody else to do it. I'd say, you know what, get somebody else. I don't think I can make this work.
You're not going to want to show it.
No, I'm not gonna wanna be running up there every 5 minutes to show it.
So I'm just trying to see, understand where it is. So you're on
You're on?
There.
You're on Black Rock
Black Rock
Turnpike.
Turnpike.
You turn right onto Congress, if you're going up toward the High Hub.
Okay.
You turn right onto Congress, and you're gonna have to go down a ways, and on the right, not too far from the Sport Hill Road end, is Morehouse Drive. And it'll actually, when you drive on from that way, you'll actually be driving, you can look down at the Parkway.
Yeah.
Parkway's right there. And his house is either the first one in or the second one in, I can't remember, it might be the first. And he looks, so he's got and right across the street where they cleared everything, you've got a beautiful view of that big, high-tension thing, plus on his property, plus the property slopes, it's wooded, and you're overlooking the Parkway in the back. And you can hear it. I was in the car and I could hear it from the front, so I'm sure when it's in the back, it's worse.
House. There's nothing between his house and the
Yeah.
park.
Right, there's nothing there, it's just his house and the Parkway, yeah.
Okay, let's vote.
So, I didn't do it right, I didn't make a motion I didn't do it, sorry, so, that's it. So I'll make a motion now to grant the appeal in part, because he asked for 400, and I'm just thinking that we don't need to go that low. We can go to 416, 200 by leaving the house and the other structure the way it is, and reducing the property to
35.
a condition of 35 instead of 56.
Okay, I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that's that one.
So you factoring that.
When you said reduce the property to 35 instead of 56.
Yeah, if you look
What
here,
were
I'll
you
tell you.
saying?
Yeah.
35%.
On the field card, look at the field card, at the front bottom here.
Doesn't matter if you understand it.
Okay, here's his land valuation, it's all broken down. How many units he has, how much per unit, all that. But right here at condition,
Are you here for an appeal?
Yeah, I
there's
just want to
nothing
make sure you know
wrong-
I'm here.
So
Okay.
the original
Two.
motion.
if there's nothing
just
wrong
run
with the
out.
land, if it's, if the assessor says it's perfect, there's nothing wrong, it's 1.0, which represents 100%. And then it goes from there.
Okay.
Okay,
So
What is that, 285, 295?
It always starts, the
Next
first
one.
motion is always.
285.
Okay.
I just couldn't tell what you were
Yeah.
reducing from what reason.
That's fair.
This will be right there.
I know, by the time you're up, Laura, you're gonna be like knocking this out.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised.
Well, you know, with the, you know,
Thank you.
And then second motion.
Oh my God, this takes forever to move, I swear to God.
that thing, oh, I know, that's why, I'm not gonna question it, but everybody's here, what happened?
There should be, there's like hidden
Yeah.
cells. Hit that
Everybody
plus,
what?
that's the problem.
Everybody's here.
See that
It's
little
like,
plus
yeah.
sign?
I'm fine.
So now there's an amendment.
I don't wanna do it
I don't wanna
wrong.
redo it. You think it's slow now.
I know.
okay, so that would be
Here's
the
them.
case for all.
amended
Keep asking them what they
Okay.
said. Too many people are talking
We
about it.
will have to go back.
Mary Lou Dunn, 142
Okay,
Robertson Crossing, where the hell is
Yeah,
that? Oh,
Now,
That's in
Woodfield
Woodfield
Village.
Village.
Yeah.
I know her.
yeah, that's a condo, okay.
They all know me.
Well, you were on the board, that's why. Of course they
Yeah,
know
I was
you.
on the board for a long time. I was president, I was
Of course they
treasurer.
know, yep.
They all know
She
me.
added a
Not
bathroom
Kathleen, I'm sorry,
Okay,
Kathleen.
Katie,
There's
yeah.
one other
But, well, let me hear what
in
she
her
had,
basement.
but not like you think.
It's not
not like you think.
do that. Just copy this.
She's got a second floor
Oh,
ranch.
okay.
I think she said we should have a Bradford unit. So those second floor ranches,
Oh,
to go to the
yes,
basement,
okay.
have you been in those?
Yes.
You gotta go.
I've been in all of
No, see,
them.
let's say you're in your kitchen, you wanna go to the basement. You have to go down your flight of stairs to get to the main floor. Then you have to go down
Another
two,
flight to get to
a
the.
broken flight, and to
She
get
must be
to.
using her portion of, because the basement's a portion. She doesn't even have the whole.
Yeah.
It's a common
She
area.
must be using it for a guest room or something.
There's no bedroom in there.
Oh, okay.
It's, I guess she described it as it's finished, but it's not finished that nicely, and there's a bathroom down there.
Oh,
But she said, it's not the same as if you had a townhouse where you go right into your own basement.
Well, then what'd she put the bathroom in for?
say 5.
People are nuts.
I know.
People do things and you
Okay.
wonder why they do them.
I'm like that.
Past 500.
I don't need any more space. I'm like, I think I'm gonna redo my attic.
I mean, yeah, so
There's
it's
no-
just gonna
no
be.
reason.
I don't really think you need more
There's
space.
no reason, but I'm like, you know what? I see these pictures on TikTok of like
Okay.
libraries and, I mean, not like crazy, but just like in the attic, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna do that.
I personally.
So do I have
mean, you
to?
can,
It's living
Says amendment
spaces.
here, do I have to
at
put
all.
yes?
Yeah.
I never,
Yeah, me
That would
neither.
be the case
It's one
for
thing to
me
store
as
stuff
well.
down there.
yeah, so that's what it's for me, as far as
But I
I'm.
don't like it as living space.
some of them we granted.
very
the whole
dangerous.
thing that they asked for.
There are
Yeah,
people
but
that
if they
came
were
to
granted
me
in part, I
If it's
assume there was
granted
an
part,
amendment.
then there was.
and their basement floods.
Not yet.
Okay, so the.
Then it'll be easy enough.
They think we are, actually.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, okay, so all the rest were.
They came to me
Okay, so now I know.
and their basement
And then
floods.
You can use that.
And they've had
It's not like
snakes.
You can close that.
Oh, yeah,
Just
because
come in with the
Yeah.
water.
Just click it.
Yeah.
I would move. There's not a chance I could stay
That's
there.
Too much,
I had a
yeah,
house on
okay,
Market,
thank you.
around the corner from me, and there was all this stuff in the basement, like these little pieces of stuff. I'm like, what the hell's in here? It goes, oh, I used to have a pet squirrel. I'm like,
Oh, great.
Ugh. Also,
get it out,
My
clean it
biggest
out.
concern with the
And a pet
basement
squirrel, yep.
is generally, and this isn't always true, your only means of egress is up the stairs to the first floor. If the first floor is burning,
You're not getting out.
you're done.
Well, that's
The
why they
other
don't allow
thing-
you to do it. People do it without permits, but that's why they don't allow you to do it.
Right. The other thing that can happen is you can have CO.
Right, yeah, carbon
Monoxide.
monoxide, yeah.
And you're in the basement where the furnace is and
Mm-hmm.
all that, and it's putting out CO, and you're dead before you even know
This
it.
is what I say about a basement. Here's the way I feel about a basement. I'll be underground when I'm dead. I don't need to be underground now, so I don't bother.
Yeah.
I'll be underground the rest of my existence.
I heard you say that before, and I agree with you. I'll be there eventually, I don't need to start
Now,
now.
yep. By the way, I gotta talk to your mother, because I'm gonna come and live with you guys.
okay.
I mean, that's just the way I
I don't need a
feel.
lot of space.
And other
I don't need
people,
much room.
other people
Live in the
feel
basement.
differently, and it's their choice,
Yeah.
how they want to live.
One of those kids went to college, right? So there's a room. There's room for
There's a
me.
handful of rooms right now. There's a bunch of them, and 3 of them are at college.
I want the cottage though, Does Agnes cook?
No.
Do you?
I do a little bit. I do. I'm decent. I do a little bit.
So what's the next
The next
appeal?
appeal number is 285, but we're waiting for Peter.
I know, I'm just thought
Yeah,
I'd pull it
285.
up.
It's a condo in Woodfield Village.
That we know.
This doesn't, they're not asking for much here. It's like 30 grand or something.
No, she's not, and she's got a good point, so. Well, she has a broker opinion.
Did you have sales?
Yes, she does.
Okay,
Can you
okay.
pass down the appeal, the 35, the one you did?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, God. That's the best I'm gonna do.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay? Are you ready? Wait,
Sorry, sorry.
Stephanie's not, that's okay, Stephanie's not quite ready, I don't think.
Yep, I'm good.
I do know this next person.
Okay,
Very.
this is Appeal 285. I make a motion that we grant this appeal. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Yeah, we might want to read the information on.
Yeah, I'm getting there. The owner's name is Mary Lou Dunn.
Yes.
The address is 142 Robertson Crossing, condo, Woodfield Village. The town appraised value is $571,800, and she's asking for a value of $515,000. The reason she's asking for it.
I'll second the motion.
Oh, thank
for the
you.
record, yeah.
The reason she's asking for that is because, well, first of all, she's saying that, she's telling you what kind of unit she's in. Woodford Village has several, as Laura knows, several different style units. It's not all the same style. She's in what's called a Bradford unit, but they're basically all the same unless anybody's done it, upgrades to them. She did add a bathroom in her basement. There's one other Bradford unit with a basement bathroom, but a substantial discrepancy between her appraisal and theirs. Now, the way her unit's laid out, she's on the second floor in a ranch-style unit. To get to her basement, if she's like, say, in her living room, she has to come down a full flight of stairs to get to the landing where the front door is. Then she has to go down.
There's another unit directly below her.
Right, and there's a unit directly below her.
That's where that landing is. And then she's going down another
Then
floor.
she's got to go down another two half flights of stairs to a common area. And then from there, she goes into the room it almost looks like a storage room when you're standing in the hallway, but you go in that room and that's her basement. So it's nowhere near the living space of the house. So I honestly don't know why she finished it, because I'd be hard pressed for me to have to go down there to do anything. I mean, why bother? But for whatever reason,
But this one again, I missed it.
142
142 Robertson Crossing,
Okay.
second floor apartment. She has some sold comps. She's got a bunch of different comps showing you the different prices of the units. She's telling us that unit 150, which is a Bradford unit, sold for $510,000. It's the exact mirror image of hers. The town appraised it at $551,100. So she's saying that although the sale was during the reval period, the town appraised it almost $50,000 more than what they actually paid for it. She also has unit 194, which sold for $525,000, and the town appraised that at $549,400. So town appraised it more from what it actually sold for during that time. Now, she also has a pricing opinion from a local realtor who happens to live in Winfield Village. So I'm not going to read you the whole letter, but she's lived here for over 32 years. She knows the apartment, she's been in it.
I can only guess who that is.
She's written here what I already said, how you have to get in, what you have to do to get into the basement. The floor plan is functionally obsolete, which I would agree with. The layout of the Bradford Apartments units, she's saying that based on what the apartment looks like and the condition it's in, it's not in really good condition inside. Her professional opinion is that the assessment should be closer to $360,000 and not $400,000. Well, actually, I don't care about that because that's the assessment.
Yeah.
So based on now, she's got a little chart here, and she's got field cards of the ones that sold, so we can prove that they did sell for that price. And I don't see it in here. It's all online though.
Glengarry?
Yeah, she had a nice little thing done. It was easy to see.
Yeah, I think it's here. It's on page 10 of 17, I think is the sales. Let me see if it's the sales. Yeah. It's like a chart like this, look.
Yeah, I think I found it.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, there they are, the charts, yep. And that's what we already just talked about. I think she's got both of those on here. Both of those units are on here. And she's got hers.
All right.
571,800. So based on,
What's the other unit she's comparing?
I gotta go back now, wait a minute. She's comparing it to, she said the exactly like hers is unit 150, which sold for $510,000.
Gary or Robertson?
Robertson,
But she's comparing a 150 Robertson, not Glengarry.
Correct.
right.
Okay.
That's my mistake.
So, and those are the only two that sold, that one and 194 in the past year.
But the one she's comparing it to probably doesn't have
Well, she said
a
it's the mirror.
bathroom in the basement.
She said it's the mirror, it does. It does.
Is it a first floor or a second floor unit?
She doesn't say. But hers would be less valuable.
Frankly, yeah.
Because she's on the second floor, that's not,
If you had a
correct.
bathroom in the basement on the first floor, that's no issue, really.
well, it's not as bad, yeah.
Still not as bad as
great,
the
but it's not as bad.
All
It
right.
looks like it's a second floor because they had a permit about repairing the second floor balcony at some
Yeah,
point.
yep. So I would say that based on what I see here, I would be okay with this.
Okay, so let's vote.
Okay.
All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed?
Okay,
Okay.
would you pass that down,
Okay,
please?
this is for you.
Just curious, what was the permit for?
Oh, there was a repair of a balcony in 2018.
Well, they're all being repaired. So I don't know how that would apply. We're replacing all the decks.
It's just in the
Yeah.
notes.
That's what's in the notes, so.
It just, I just don't, I only,
Field card.
I only mentioned it because it suggested that it's a second floor unit.
Next one, the next one is appeal number 540. Owners are Harvey and Gail Hoffman. The address is 44 Cary Circle, another condo in, what that complex is called, it's in here somewhere, but it's not in that complex. Let's see. Town value is, oh, he's got the assessed value, damn it.
Or what's the card number again?
540 is the appeal.
Okay, the town's value, I'm just gonna get it off the field card. The town's value is $619,400. He wants to go to $385,245.
Assessed though.
Yeah.
His market
No,
is
that's,
550.
oh, fair market value, $550,350. Okay. Now, I thought about whether or not I should ask Peter if we should hold off on this, only because there's a bunch of these people coming in from this complex. And I think Ronique is gonna be presenting them tomorrow night, all at once. This would fall right in with them. So I'm wondering if we should just hold off on this one and do it with those, if we can do that.
Sure, of course.
I honestly don't think that we're gonna get to his value, but I think we should do them together anyway, see what Ronique thought about the ones that were presented to him. So we'll hold off on that one.
Okay.
If everybody's okay with that.
Okay.
So let's go on to the next one. Appeal number 609. Susan Steele, address is 3590 Black Rock Turnpike. Market fair, town's value was $655,400. She wants it to be reduced to $475,000. This part of Black Rock Turnpike is directly across the street from the Gulf Station and the mega church. It's called the Cult Church, mega church. The appraisal is greatly inflated, according to her, because of those factors, which the appraisers are calling external obsolescence. Those are factors that can't be changed. So she's got to live with those, forever. There's no way to fix that. She doubts very much that anybody would pay her $591,100 for her land, which I believe. And again with these property values that don't seem right. This one already has a condition factor of 0.90. So they've already given her a 10% discount on her land. And with a 10% discount, they're still saying it's worth $591,100, which I can't believe that that's right. She's got traffic constantly. At rush hour, the traffic will back up beyond her house, so she can't get out of her driveway. On the weekends, when it's nice and quieter, no, it's not, because the church traffic, a couple of times a day, blocks up all Black Rock Turnpike over there again. You could wait 20 minutes to get through there. She's got the dirt, the noise, and the smell from the cars going by all the time. That's the gas station. I guess the gas fumes from them pumping all the time, she said, creates an awful smell too.
But they're so nice at that gas station.
They are nice at that gas station.
They are, like, they'll come out, I'm like, I needed air in a bicycle tire once, and this guy comes, I was like, I'll do it, because I was probably breaking it. Anyway, all right, are these comps that she has here?
Yes. She said she has trouble getting out of the driveway.
You flipped your computer sideways. I'm
Well,
like,
because it's like you can't rotate it, you just gotta,
Yeah.
it's the best I can do.
Following comps compare one another. So these are comps that she has. You go to my note page.
Oh, rotate clockwise. Got it.
So I thought her comps were pretty good.
625 Hill Farm.
Well, and actually, here's what she did. Because she couldn't find sold comps, like right around there, which I can understand. I looked too, I couldn't find really any that were, she's showing us that Hill Farm, although it's in Greenfield Hill, has a lower land value than hers. And it's more land.
Huh.
That land is worth, according to the town, $547,300. Hers is at almost, say, 592, just to round it up. Okay, and that's Hill Farm's quiet. Yeah, Hill Farm's a quiet road. Yeah.
It is.
Okay, so she's got that, so that's one thing. She did attach the field card to show us.
I'm sorry. I'm just curious, what was the address on Hillfarm?
625.
25. And I think she picked that too because it's only a 1,400 square foot house.
Yeah.
On Hill Farm, there aren't too many houses that small. They tend to be bigger there. And it has a 2-car garage and shed, which she doesn't have.
There's also, yeah, not much up there that's not 2 acres.
No. Well, it shouldn't be, so.
Which number, card number are we doing now?
The appeal number?
609.
609,
Yeah,
okay.
609. She also used Stevenson Road as a comp. That land value is $481,600. Now Stevenson, if you know where it is, does everybody know where it is, or I have to tell you?
I don't.
Stevenson is off of, I guess that's off of Park Avenue, but below, like, if you were at Sacred Heart, take a left out of Sacred Heart and head toward Easton. And it's like the last street in Fairfield before you cross over to Easton border. Now, the thing about this, it makes it kind of, even though it's less traveled, let's put it that way, but it backs up to the Parkway. If Stevenson does it, it's a split street. When you go into it, there's 2 different streets. They go like this. I can't remember if Stevenson is the one on the left or not. One of them backs up to the Parkway, but both streets end up with the noise from the Parkway.
Stevenson backs up to the Parkway.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
It does.
And again, that's
Toll House is the one next.
the other one, yep. It's a much more desirable neighborhood. It's quiet. There's not a lot of traffic except for the Parkway noise, which really isn't so quiet. Okay. Then she's got Toll House, which is across the street from there. And that land is at $416,300. So it's clear when you look at the land values, the Toll House again, $440,300, another comp. It's kind of clear that something's not right with that land value. So I have no problem with the fact that we need to do something. So I think that the thing to do is to just say that, okay, maybe a 10% reduction in the land is not enough for that location.
Okay.
Okay. She wants to go to 475 total. House is only valued at 62,800, so it's not the house.
So
It's gotta be
the
the
Toll
land.
House Lane sold in October 25 for 480, and they now have it on the market for
They
659.
did it.
Oh, I was like, there's just no
What'd you
way.
say?
Katie was talking about a house on Toll House that sold in the 4s. Now it's on the market in the 6s. They redid it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, well, so
They
and Toll
upgraded
House is
it,
decent comp?
The other Toll House sold for $575.
Okay.
But again, Toll House is a quiet street. I
Yeah.
mean, you can go out on it, you can walk on it, you get out of the street, get out of the driveway. The Parkway is the deterring
But at
factor.
least they show that her house probably isn't worth 655 if they're selling for
Right,
575.
yeah, there's no way that's just not good. So we'd have to can't reduce the house value anymore, I don't think. We'd have to reduce the land value. And I thought I did this, but I guess I didn't. Oh, wait, maybe I did. Nope. I thought I figured it out already. So I think there's a house, there's a house that I like to use for comp when I look at land values, because they have a 15% reduction in their land value for the shape of the land. The shape is not that bad. Personally, I think it's an excessive amount of decrease for what their land really looks like and what they can do with it. So I would say, if we gave this one a 15%, first you have to raise it up though. Crap. All right, so it'd be 650. Okay, you want to help me out with the figures there?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm thinking first we have to raise it up to 100% and then lower it,
Okay.
okay?
So what is it now, 90%?
591, 100,
591, 100, and that's what,
90%.
that's 90%.
So we need to go to 100%.
Okay. So hang on. So let's do this quickly. Let me get my calculator. Okay, so 591, 100. Okay, so 656, 777 is 100%.
Okay, so that's 100%. And then if we subtract 15%, I don't know if that's going to be enough. Nope,
If
it's
you go
not.
to 85%, then you get to 550.
Yeah, that's not enough. Let's go with 80%.
At 80%, you're at 525, 422. That's less than he was asking.
I'm trying to get to the land values on like Toll House and.
Which are what?
And you're reducing.
481.
Well, he asked for 550, at 85%, you're at 558.
Oh, I thought she
She
asked.
asked for
No, she asked for
475.
475.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where did I get 550?
The last person.
Oh, sorry.
Around 480, 485, something like that. So let's try 616,
Oh, it's 515, actually.
Oh,
775. Maybe 20%.
475.
Okay.
Okay. So at 80%, you're at 525.
75%, where are we?
492.
I guess I'd be okay there. I
Okay.
don't think we're gonna get to 450. I think that's
Okay.
close enough. I think that's a big enough of a discount.
Okay. All right, so,
So where are we?
So we are,
Make a
we're
motion
going to, okay, so I'll make a motion to grant in part on this one, taking into consideration that the land value is too high. So changing the land value as it is now with a 10% discount, changing that to, what do we say, 20%?
yep,
To a 20%, so make it at 80% good instead of 100% good or 90% good.
80%, you're at 525, 422.
Where did we get to, oh, was it 75?
75.
Okay, sorry, so let me change that. Right, so I'll make a motion to change the land value by changing the condition factor from 0.90 to 0.75, and that would make the value of the land 492, is that correct?
492,
Yes.
583.
492, 583.
all right, I second that.
Okay. All in favor? Unanimous.
Wait, but
Oh.
Do we want to
we have to
add?
add, that's,
Then add land to
we
the
have to
dwelling.
add the dwelling
Wait,
back.
yeah, well, we can add the dwelling, we just change the land, I mean,
Well, why don't we do that and then vote on the total value, so that's,
why, then we change the land?
575?
I don't have the land in front of me. I have deleted it.
I deleted it now too, it's four,
If
Will
I add
has it, it's
the
four.
Yeah.
dwelling and there's an outbuilding, we get to 556, 883 total.
883.
Okay,
Okay,
what'd you get? 556?
883.
okay.
All right, so can you
Land
just make
value
that,
was changed.
So
to
make
40.
that
Make
as
a
your
motion for that.
okay, so what is it, what's the number, 5?
Well, I could make the motion.
Yeah, go
Let's
ahead.
make the motion, it's probably easier.
I move to amend the motion to, and reduce the appraisal to $556,883.
I'll second.
Oh, sorry, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, unanimous. The next one's appeal number 690. Janice Hamilton, 31 Woodland Road. So I make a motion that we grant this appeal as requested. The town value is, the appraised value is 607,200, and she is looking for a value of 425.
Second it.
Woodland Road, her complaint is that it's not the correct value, the lot is narrow, and the house is on a slab, so there's no basement. It's only 925 square feet, it's only a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. She could not find comps, she did this whole sheet here. You'll probably see it online. She has a picture of the house, it's just showing you that it's a small ranch. You know, she's got her house compared to all the other houses on Woodland Road. The difference with hers is that she's right about the lot. If you were to look it up, you'll see that the lot is very narrow. She's in an R3 zone, which, by the way, Woodland is in the Lake Mohegan area.
Okay.
It's off of Godfrey. She's in an R3 zone where you need 20,000 square feet of, 20,000 total footage of property, square footage of property, to have an approved building lot without having to get any variances or special permits, okay? She doesn't have that. She's like 7,000 square feet too little, or she's short, I'm sorry, she's shy 7,000 square feet. She needs to have 100 square foot minimum on the lot, she doesn't have that. She needs 100 feet of frontage across the front, on the right, she doesn't have that, she has 75, and across the back, she has 75. So her contention is that all the other houses in the neighborhood have more land, which they do. They're all much wider. Most of them have 100 or more across the front, making them much easier to build on. They're not planning to build, she's just saying that, you know, they're keeping the house in the family, but the value that the town gave it. Let me look up here. The land value of,
588?
yeah, 588, 500 is too much for a lot that you really can't do much with without going through a lot of rigmarole, and there's no guarantee that you'll get it. And so you can get a permit. No, you can apply for one. That doesn't mean you're gonna get one.
Yeah.
So that's her argument, is that it's just too much for, she does have the smallest, most narrow lot on the street. It's not a big street, not that many houses, and they're all, like I said, they're all, the lots are all bigger than hers, wider.
When I look at what her breakdown here, though, I hate to do this. But like, yeah, the other people's lots are bigger, but they're also appraised for, you know, if she's at 588, the next person is double her size, but they're at almost 717. Not saying they're right, but I'm saying I don't know what evidence she's given to show that.
She didn't give a lot of evidence, I'll be honest about that. I think I have, but she say for comps.
I mean, like, everyone, all of these people have larger lots, but they're
Yeah.
all paying, like, because I have something similar coming up, where it's like, yeah, I mean, but they're paying more than you, so, I mean, you know, I should say they're valued higher than you, so I don't really see the
It was
argument.
very hard to find comps, again, because it's a two-bedroom house. There aren't many two-bedroom
Yeah.
houses in that neighborhood. So if you look them up, you're gonna find that, oh, there's two-bedroom houses, but a lot of them are in Tungus Hill,
Yeah,
where the values are lower, you know.
But, I
And
mean,
or in the university, there's a couple that are higher. So it's hard to come up with comps that are 900 square feet, two bedrooms, and then,
they only have her dwelling at 18,000.
yeah, the house isn't really.
It's her land.
It's the land.
I'm only saying this because I literally have a guy that's gonna come in and do the same exact thing, where I'm saying, I see that you're smaller, but you're also valued less, so like, I don't, you know, I hate doing that, but
Yep.
I just feel like.
He's asking to go down to.
She's asking to go down to, she's asking to go down to a much, yeah, she's asking to go down to a really low number, you know, and I don't think,
Her ask is
I
425.
honestly don't think that, you know, if she were to put that house on the market, I don't think that we'd have to sell it for 425. So.
You
I
think you could get
that-
more?
Oh, yeah, you'd get more than 425.
Okay,
In
all
that
right.
neighborhood, you would, yeah.
All right, well then,
I just don't, you know, and because there's so few
The town
comps.
value is what?
And I did, you know, I told her the town value.
607.
You know, when she gave me this.
607.
I explained to her that I really didn't think there was much that we could do based on the evidence that she gave and the fact that, you know, it's because her contention is you can't build on it. Yes, you can build on it. I talked to Matt Decker in zoning. So I know that you can, if she takes out the permits and applies for everything, if they ever wanted to build on it, it could be done.
Okay.
Now, does that make that desirable to a builder or a flipper? No. Because they're not gonna go through that trouble. They're not looking to do extra work and hope that they get it.
Right.
Plus money. They're gonna be looking to find a lot that's the right size and they can just go do their thing on it. So,
I get that. I just feel like, and I hate to be this person, but I don't know that they've met their burden here because,
I don't think so.
okay, just because, like I said, I see that everyone has larger land, but they're also appraised higher. So I'm gonna make a motion to deny this appeal.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to make a motion for that, I mean, it's just.
Oh, so then we're gonna vote on hers. Good point.
So,
So there's no
Okay, so-
motion, or-
No, you're right,
The
because
motion is just the motion.
the motion was already here and we're just gonna.
So now
vote on
we
that.
say-
So let's
Or I
vote.
could make a recommendation as the presenter to deny it if she
Yeah.
wants,
And then we
or
vote. and
Let's just vote, yeah.
just vote.
Want to vote
all right,
against
so we
it?
just vote the way we always do. All in favor of granting the appeal as requested at 425,000? Raise your hand. All opposed? Okay.
Okay.
Do I put that it's failed?
Okay, the worst one for now.
No, zero,
The
zero.
biggest one, what number is it?
0.05,
This is number, well, it's two actually, it's two appeals.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Okay, gotcha.
And then under that,
Really?
like Grandin
I don't know
Park.
what the hell that number
all
is.
that you could.
That's
I
2,000.
know, but it's not 2,000. I don't know. Oh, brother. I didn't notice
And
that.
then BAA
Well, it's the same address
No,
though.
it's different. Oh, this
The
is the
same
same.
as the
Okay.
town amount.
This is the same. This is another address.
Let's see what I get.
All right, here you go. I don't know what she did, but this is, okay. All right, so now we're doing appeal. Oh, are you guys ready? I don't want to start until you're ready.
1 second. Just
Okay, ready. Okay. This is appeal number 710. I think what happened to this is, it's actually two pieces of property purchased at the same time. So it looks like the town did not give him a separate appeal number for the other property. So the addresses are, the appellate is Scott Johnson. The addresses are 475 Algonquin Road and 431 Algonquin Road.
475.
475 and 431. One of those lots has a house on it, the other one does not.
Oh, I see.
Looking at this, it looks like appeal number 710 is for the vacant lot, which is 431. And it's attached
Right,
to the
that's right.
house,
Right.
which is
Yep,
475.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay. So a couple of things. Let's start with that one then. We'll start with the 431, which is the lot.
Okay.
Purchased with this one, the total purchase was, for him, was 1,400,000. So the actual, he's looking for, he wants the value to be 1,400,000 to 1,500,000, hopefully gives me a range, for both, for everything.
Million.
Wait, I'm just confused. Are there two field cards?
Yes, there are
for
two
this?
field cards, there's two lots.
Okay. So, but the appeal says that it's for the
This is just
vacant
for the
lot.
land, yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that one first.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the?
But because he bought them as a package, he did not separate it out.
Okay, well,
But I can tell you what the town has it at.
Okay.
The town has the lot only at,
542, 970.
542.
no. Okay,
542.
542, 970. So, that's attached to that. He's got the field cards backwards.
So then what's he asking?
He's asking, well, he has a question mark here. But
But
on his,
he's asking between 1,400,000 and 1,500,000. And, wait a minute, here's the other
We
one.
can't do it. We can't do
Yeah.
it that way. That's the problem.
Well, we're gonna be doing it that way.
On his application, it says he's saying the fair market value is 240.
That's his idea of the value of the land.
Right, right.
Right. So, okay. So it is there.
but then he's got a question mark. Do you think
He's
that
got a
means
question mark.
assessed? Let me see what the value would be if I do the full amount.
Right, the land only.
No, assessed is 380.
And he put the
7,
542, like on his.
Let's go back, let's,
542, which is the right.
wait a minute, let's do it this way. Let's start over. 475 Algonquin Road, the field card for that is just the land. Okay? And that value that the town has is 542,970.
Yeah.
Okay? And I think that's what he wants to go down to 200 and something, which isn't gonna happen, but he does have some good points about the land. First of all, I have a real problem with this. I don't know, and I sent the thing to Ross so he could explain it to me, but he never responded. So I don't know what the answer is. So in my mind, that means it has no value to me.
What?
Here's what he did. As he did in some of the other neighborhoods in town, like for example, Winton Park, Tanica Park, okay? Those are special neighborhoods, right? They're much more expensive, much more desirable. Tanica Park actually has a tennis court, some common areas. It's not a condo, it's individual houses, not an association, and they have a little association they pay for, but not like planned housing or anything. It's just individual houses that live in this little neighborhood. Winton Park is just another neighborhood, doesn't have any amenities, but it's just there. Now he's got this listed as Brooklawn, okay? When you look at the landline valuation on the field card for the property, it will show you that, although he gave the condition at 50%, he then goes on and gives them another factor to multiply by that increases the value of the land. In a normal field card that we've been working with, if you look at the way the numbers go, it would, his at neighborhood adjustment, where it's, on this one it's 1.35, that would stop right there, and then there'd be a total value of the land, okay? On this field card, it goes on, and then you take the value that you get up to the neighborhood adjustment, and then multiply it again by another number, and you come up with a higher number.
I'm so confused. I'm sorry. Which field card are we looking at?
We're looking at field card for 475 Algonquin Road.
Okay. So where is this additional adjustment that you're talking?
Look at the first page of
On
the
the
field
land
card,
line?
at the bottom, at the land line, okay?
Okay,
You see notes,
yeah,
and then you go from notes, and it says location adjustment, BKN, which stands for Brooklawn. 1.0 is the adjustment, and then you get a land value, the total land value.
right.
But I don't understand why he's giving them another adjustment, which costs more money, which makes the land more valuable.
A 1.0 isn't an adjustment.
It is.
1.0 is, it's, you multiply a
That's
number
a factor
times
number,
one.
right.
It's not.
What is it?
But why do they do it?
They all have 1.0 there. It's so that they can.
Well, they all do it, but they all have it because he put it on there. But I don't really understand I don't understand the
But it has
reason.
no effect. When you multiply a number times one, you get the same number.
So what is it in case it gets adjusted up or down?
I
That
don't know
line
why
would
they do it,
change.
this never used to be there, this is something that's new. And I don't
It's a field
understand
card, but it
why.
has no impact on this one because the number is one.
Do you want to give this appeal, Neil, or you want me to finish?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. Since you seem to know it better, maybe you should
No,
finish.
I'm just pointing out math.
Okay, all right, so I just don't know why he did it. And another reason to point it out now is because we're seeing it. It's going to show up on different field cards on different streets where it's not one, where it's a bigger number. And it does affect what the value comes out to be. This particular lot, according to the owner, it's an unusual shape, which it is. He's saying that he can't build on it. That's not really true. There's no reason that he can't build. Here's a picture of it. The lot we're talking about is this one. That line isn't there, I drew that in. This is a full-size lot. Okay. He's saying he can't build here because it would block people's view. That's not really a reason not to build. Okay. So I guess you could, it says you can't build in the back. Probably you can't, probably because how do you get in there? It's easier to build there. Okay. So but the lot is difficult, it's oddly shaped, it slopes. It's really not a great lot for building. And his idea is that it's not worth $547,000 and change. I'm not so sure about that.
So he's saying it's not desirable.
Well, it's not desirable to,
Not that you can't, but he's trying
he's
to,
saying you can't, but you can.
you can.
I mean, I didn't look it up measure-wise, like to see exactly, but it's certainly enough property. It's 1.88 acres. So I'm sure there's a way that something could be built there if he chose to do it. His contention is that he has no plan on building. In fact, he's going to do something with the deed restriction so that nobody can ever build on it. But that hasn't happened yet, so we can't really consider that because it's not in effect at this time. You can do it later if you want, and he can come back, but for right now, that does not exist on this lot. There's no reason why somebody couldn't do something with it if they wanted to.
A question, in case maybe somebody who's been on the board longer than me understands, like when you look at this field card for 475, it contains, well, it contains 4 pages. It contains the house and it contains the vacant lot.
Because
But then there's also a field card for 431.
Yep.
So like I think
Yes.
they need to fix that first.
They're saying that, according to him, they're saying that he bought it as like one thing, and it was 2 separate lots, 2 deeds. He shows you in here, he's got a breakdown from his closing, and it shows that it's not one thing, it's 2.
But it looks like
So we're saying on the
card
four,
for 475 is taxing him on both, and then he's getting taxed again for the lot as a separate thing.
or do you think it's
I don't
not,
know.
the land on 475 is 801, but I can't, I just want to see the land square footage. Oh, this is not, they did not scan this in well because they're not all together. Because I just want to make sure it's not 2 separate,
It kind of
because
is.
that's something we can adjust, but I don't really see any.
It's 2 separate
evidence
things.
here. I mean, no, but I'm saying, I see that
There's another lot.
that they're valuing it. I just want to see the square footage, like okay, here's the land units for 475. 475 is just the lot, the vacant lot, right? And 431 is the house, or no?
Let me go
Oh,
back.
it's interesting because on the third, page 3, the land line
I'll tell
doesn't
you what
show
it is.
any size.
I'll show you what it is, like, because that's why I did it in here. Okay.
Land is
So the lot
801,
is, all right, the house is on,
and that's 1.1 acres, right?
Yeah, this is
1.17, which is 50,000 square feet. But then let me look at, what the hell's the other one?
431.
Gotta keep scrolling over because it's not here. You know, technology only works when it's done right. Then just throwing this shit on the internet is not like.
That doesn't work. The better thing to do might be to just let's hold off on that for a second. Talk about the house. Because the house itself is in deplorable condition. And the assessor has it valued at 900 and something thousand dollars. Let me look at the exact number. I think that may help us a lot.
Okay, wait, so 431 land is
Yeah, okay, here we go.
542, 9. And that is 1.88 acres. Okay, it's two, they have it as two separate lots. He's not being built twice for one thing.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because one has 1.17.
Yeah.
The other thing looks like it's just sort of informational with no information.
Now, you'll have to say if he showed pictures or something, because I'm going through the land, and I don't know if I agree or disagree, but he hasn't like shown me, like I have to look at it as, what did he show me? Him saying that he overpaid in COVID is not.
I know, he said that, and everybody
not
else paid.
evident, I know.
So that's
But
what happened.
so then did they though? Isn't that what it is, right?
That's what
Because,
everybody paid. Everybody overpaid during COVID, and they're still overpaying today as a result.
yeah, basically, right? But, my feeling is like, what are other lots selling for? And if he's not showing it, then I'm not gonna do this work for him.
I'm gonna go down. But what he's showing us though is that he's also talking about the house.
Okay, thank you.
The appraised building value is 961,700, plus there's an extra something, I don't know what he's got another, some kind of structure, for another 29,800. He's saying that the whole house needs to be redone, but it's an old house, it's like historic home.
Yeah.
That's not classified as historic, but it's an old house. And the amount of work that needs to be done on the house is hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is not unusual in houses in that neighborhood. A lot of those houses, there's a lot of older people that live there. And they kind of like, retired, and they're in those houses and they can't afford to fix them. So a lot of the houses you'll see in that neighborhood,
Or don't want the effort.
no, they can't afford it. These houses are,
But
and you
anyway,
know that because why?
because I run into a number of people that are like
Have you
that.
been in those houses?
Not those houses,
Okay, well then that's
but
the
in
end of that.
general.
In general. We're not talking about in general.
Let's go on.
Right, we're talking about, thank you for that permission. He's accompanied, in his packet, he's got estimates for how a lot of things that have to be done and how much they all cost. So, and he sent pictures if anybody wants to see them, some of the stuff.
Okay, good.
He said that when he bought it, he was given a credit of $4,000, it was a huge amount of money, to do the roof over, because it was obvious that the roof needed to be done. The roof ended up costing $100 and something thousand to do, like $130,000.
That shouldn't be, but neither here nor there.
But he didn't pull one?
No.
Did he do the roof? Maybe he got the quote, but maybe he didn't do it.
It's a huge amount of money to do it.
I think it's in the folder too, but if you want to look at that.
I mean, everything has to be done. The house is like just a mess. There's rot everywhere, rot on the outside, right in the windows. And he got estimates for doors for $18,900, but that's because he's redoing the house to the way it's supposed to be done. This is what the guy does. He buys houses, he redoes them to the period, and then he may stay 4 or 5 years or so, and then he moves on to another house. So everything that he's doing to the house puts it back in its original conditions. That's why it's so expensive.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. So he's got an estimate for $39,000 for this, $212,000 to do a bunch of doors and windows, things like that.
So he's restoring it.
Right, he's restoring it, yes, yes. Yep.
All right, well,
But he does have, let me see now. Apparently he talked to Tyler and there was some issue about, them saying that he bought them separately and paid $1.4 million for each. He didn't, he paid $1.4 million for the whole thing. $1.450 actually. So,
It looks like he got a small change from Tyler.
yeah, he got something for the roof, but yeah, it wasn't really nearly enough.
so he paid $1,450,000 for the whole thing, and the town has him at almost 2.3 now for the
And
whole
that's-
thing.
Yeah, and that's like, what, 4 years later? So if we did the time adjustment, I don't think we're gonna come out to 2.4.
Well, so right now we're on the appeal for the land piece, the vacant lot. Which the town has at 542. I just, I don't know what, like,
I think that, it's really complicated, it's hard to understand. It was hard, I went through it, I don't know how many times with it, but it was hard for me to understand exactly what he wanted. But when I look at what the town is saying it's worth now, to what he paid for it,
yeah.
and obviously, in 4 years, did it go up 100%? No. No house went up that much.
Yeah.
Especially in the condition it's in.
Yeah, I agree, but like, well,
Not 100%. It's
Well, if it was 1.4 something,
1.1 to 1.8 for the house.
I'm looking at the whole thing.
Right.
He paid for the whole thing as one, although it was 2 lots, he paid 1.4 and change for the whole package. And it's 1.450, 223.
all right, well, like, just for the land part, I think we can talk about the house because he shows pictures of the damage, but I don't see what we can do with the land. I don't see what we can do with 431 Algonquin Road, the subdivided, like, almost 2 acres there. Because, I say that because I don't know what he's given us to work with, other than what we know and what we think.
The problem I have with the land is that there's a lot of things that could be different about it, but they're not different now.
Yeah.
He hasn't shown us that there's a reason. He says the land is sloping and it's, and he doesn't want to build on it. That doesn't mean that it can't be built.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can't really change the value, unless you want to say that it's, let me see what he gave it. Okay.
How much is that sloping on that? I mean, it's,
Is the land 431 or 475?
431.
431.
All right.
Now on his, well, we didn't do his land.
Yeah, so like, let's vote on this one, on the land. Do we have a motion?
And again, I look at it this way. The land, the town has invited 801,277. And plus whatever that, well, that's just the land.
That's the land on the house, though.
Yeah, it's land on the house.
The vacant lot was one we're doing now, which is 542.
So that vacant lot at that price, I don't think is awful.
Yeah, I mean, also, I don't think he's shown us that. I don't think.
Yeah, we don't see- I don't really
Pull a number
see-
out of our hat.
I don't see what the, yeah,
All right, so is there a motion on, there must be a motion to approve, so let's just vote.
okay.
On the land only.
On the
Yeah, land
Vacant
only,
lot.
yeah.
At
Okay,
that
so-
value of 500 and whatever from now.
All right, so
Okay.
all those in favor? Okay, those opposed? Okay,
Okay.
so that's on appeal 431. No, I'm sorry.
710.
710, which is not that you need to know this, the property address is the 431, which is just the vacant land.
But there's only one appeal number. is
It's
that-
710.
Correct,
So
710,
it was opposed.
correct.
Part of it was opposed, yeah, so.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have another line for the same appeal.
How could it be the same
Yeah.
appeal?
Yeah. I think that's
Kind of weird.
475. Is it the same appeal, 710?
They don't have, to be fair to the town, they do not have an appeal number on the packet. They just have the lot, like the
Okay.
lot number, and they say that it's the house and land. Like,
Okay.
So I don't know how we want to do it, because it is not appeal
We can't give it
710.
another number because it could be
Yeah,
another
we'll
7-Eleven somewhere else. we
So it's
can't-
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
To be fair, all the stuff is in here,
we'll link
but
it to 710 so that they
Alright,
can
I'll
figure out
just-
what we're talking
yeah.
about. And
Yeah.
make a note so that they-
We just decided to split it because there was a reason to.
So wait.
Well,
it's
The
right.
town has it split too. I mean, they just
Correct.
didn't give it another number, but they have the land as one value and then they have the house and the land as another
The
value.
motion amount still stays, don't take that out.
Oh, okay. And then failed.
Yeah, and maybe we'll just say like second portion of appeal
Yeah,
710.
how about part 2?
Yeah.
Part 1 and part 2.
A and
Do I
B.
like to put the,
Yes, A and B,
I don't
yeah.
know what to put there because this thing
Okay.
is so screwy.
well, if it's denied, then that's what they were asking for and it's denied, so that makes sense. Okay, hopefully. All right.
Maybe write denied in part, because we're gonna vote again, and we might deny the whole thing, but
Yeah.
technically, this is appeal 710 as well.
Yeah, there's
It's just a
no
different
option for
property.
denied in
Okay.
part,
It's either-
that's the
it's like-
problem.
Put an asterisk, maybe.
So-
This is 710.
We can deny
I'll
in
make
part,
a
whatever we
note to
want.
She's saying, yeah. Is there not a note section? I hate that.
There is a note section, so I
There
put,
is.
there was two separate lots, 431 is the vacant lot, 475 is the house.
Okay.
And then what do you want me to put?
So just basically denied in
Denied in part.
part per 431, and then now it might be the whole thing, it ends up being, but now we're gonna do 475, which is the house and other land.
Okay, gotcha.
And so where's that? And so what does he wanna go to for that?
Now, for this, I don't know. He wants, this is where he wants to go to 1.4 to 1.5.
And he's at
He's
179.
at 179. And his contention mostly with this isn't so much the land, although the land does
Can't be
play a
range,
factor.
so we
Okay.
just need to, we can't have a range, we have to put a number.
I just put a number, 1.4 to 1.5. Is there something that says we can't put a range? I don't remember ever seeing that in the state
Spreadsheet.
statute. So what?
The spreadsheet.
Well, that's too bad about the spreadsheet.
So,
So what are we putting, 1.5?
Well, you have to make a
Yeah, make a motion, just pick it up. I mean, what did
Make
he-
a motion and put a number on the motion.
what did he ask?
1.4 to 1.5, not
Oh,
lying.
yeah, okay, question mark. We'll do 1.5.
Okay,
That's his ask.
and what are they, what is the town amount?
1792777.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
And which this is,
so we'll start with, I'll start with, it's the same appeal number, Part B. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's start with that. Scott Johnson is the owner, same owner as before, 475 Algonquin Road,
okay,
single-family residence, 1.17 acre lot. The town value we just did, and he's asking for 1.4 to 1.5, we chose 1.5. So, his contention here is mostly the condition of the home, but there is an issue on the land, you can probably see it on the pictures. There's actually a street that lands on his property. It runs right along the side of his property. The name of it is Renwick Drive, and it actually takes you from Algonquin to the houses in the back of him. But it's an actual street, got a street name and
they
everything.
have a right of way through his
Well,
property?
it's a street, it's got a
Or
street.
adjacent?
No, it's on his property, it takes up a quarter acre of his property.
And it's a right of way on his,
They're now Algonquin.
It's a right of way for the people that live behind it, but it's more than that because the town has it, it's got a street name.
and the town plows it?
I believe they do. He didn't say that he.
Well, either way, who cares? It cuts his
Either way.
property.
Well, and he has to pay the taxes on it
Yeah.
because it's on his property. Other people are using it, but they do not pay him to use it. And he pays for that piece of property too.
I think that's how it normally works with a right of way, but I'm not positive. I've heard of other people.
I don't know, but
Usually when there's a right of way like that, they split the cost of maintenance,
There can be.
redoing the road, all that, but that doesn't happen here. He's responsible for the whole thing.
Wait, so, I don't know, can you see this from
Yeah.
there? Like, I'm just trying to understand, so his property goes across to the other side of Renwick? Is that?
I'm not looking at that. I have just a paper I looked at that online already though.
Okay.
But it's really here. It's on the edge of his property.
Oh, he has that in the,
Yeah, he's got that in the packet.
oh, okay, I see.
okay.
Okay, so he's got that issue on the land, but also, and that could be a factor for somebody buying. I don't think I'd want that, but then that's just me. But then the other thing was, as we were talking about before a little bit, the condition of the house and the amount of work it needs. So a house that needs that kind of work, I really don't believe should be valued at over $900,000. Because if you're saying it's 900,000 and then it's 300,000 to fix it, now the house is at $1.2 million and change. And I don't know that somebody's gonna be real willing to go in there and spend that kind of money to do that work.
He did purchase it for,
Purchased it for 1.4.
right, and with the knowledge that,
Well, apparently he didn't know some of the things that were wrong. I asked if they did a building inspection, and he said not really, because it was COVID and people weren't doing them. If you asked for a building inspection, you were told no, which I can verify that did happen. So he knew that the roof, there was something wrong with the roof, they knew that. But he didn't know about a lot of the other things that were wrong. And that's just, what can I say about that? It happened.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him, that's really not our issue, but our issue is that, is the house really worth $951,700?
All right, well, I mean,
There's a 10% adjustment for the land condition on the car, if you think that's not sufficient. And like, is there an easement on the? We don't see that. That's not on the field
And
card.
I just wanted to clarify, Paula, because you said, I thought you had said that for that Renwick, right, that he's paying, and yes, I mean, that's part of his.
Yeah, it's part of his property, so
He's not plowing the road, he's
No, no,
not paving the
he's-
road, right?
No, he's saying is that there's a road on his property, and although it's a road that everybody can drive on, I mean, I could drive on it if I wanted to.
He
It's
pays
not just people-
taxes on it.
He's paying the taxes on that quarter acre of property. And they're saying, you know, is there a 10% discount on that property?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
all right, so is there, I don't know. Is there a discount listed? Yes?
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
10% discount.
All right, well, how about this? What percent of the land is that?
Right, what percent is that quarter acre? So he's got, what does he have? He has 1.17 on that? Yeah, 1.17 minus 0.25. So he's got like 0.92, I think, use of it.
Okay, so that's
This is 0.92.
about 8%? Are they taking 10?
Well, let's split it up this, actually, I did that wrong. I probably should have divided.
What's he saying, a quarter acre is not usable because of that?
Yep. So quarter, so 4 quarters is 100, so really, like, you figure it this way, if it was really 1 acre, only 1 acre, it would be 25%. That's not usable,
Divided by 1.17.
right?
Yeah, it's 21%.
Okay. So maybe that's the thing to do.
Yeah.
Take the land, decrease the land, instead of 10% by, say, 20%. We can't really do it by 21.
Okay, 20%, so another.
20%.
Okay.
What is
And
it?
then he has shown damage to the house. I mean,
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of
yeah,
damage. to the
yeah.
house,
So what are we saying? What do we feel, guys?
Is damage from a long time ago or new damage
Well,
or
it's damage from when he bought it, it was damage.
originally?
Well, I don't, from when he bought it in 2021, and that damage was there. I'm sure it's gotten worse.
Well, I don't think
That's
that,
my question.
I don't think that really matters either, though. Like, it's the condition of the house right now. And that's what they're
Condition
saying.
to the house, yep.
So I don't care when it happened, but. I mean, and he's shown his pic, oh, God. Because I don't know how to fix stuff, so I would be like, oh, forget it.
Yeah, and remember, to restore it, and I guess that's his choice, not so much, but his choice is to restore it to its original condition, which makes everything more expensive. But in a house like that, I think that that would be the thing to do.
So we have an
Don't buy
idea
it.
of what we're saying. I'm not saying, oh, it's gonna cost us much to fix it, therefore it should be reduced by that amount.
No, it's not, right, it's not gonna
What
cost,
do we
right,
think,
Get a full
what do we think,
return.
it's gonna cost him, well, look at it this way, he's got estimates, just to talk about, he's got estimates for 200 and something thousand, 20,000, he's got estimates for over $220,000 worth of work.
okay,
Now, we can't go dollar for dollar, like you
Right.
said, but what if we just said, okay, well, you know, so if I had to put that house on the market, what would I put on the market for in this condition? I wouldn't, because nobody's buying it that way. But I'm looking to see, he says he's got comps here, I'm trying to find one that sold in 2025, it's in beautiful condition, see that won't work, that sold for 2.5 million, that had a pool.
I think he's showing though, because the town has him at 2.3.
Yeah.
So if that
I think
beautiful
that's what-
house sold. for
Actually, that's what
2.3.
he's doing. He's showing us that there's 2 houses here. One that sold they both sold in 2025. One sold for 2.25 and the other one sold for 2.45. And they are like nothing like his. I mean, they're gorgeous looking houses.
He's saying for $220,000, he can restore everything in the house, or?
Those are the only, I think those are the only estimates he gave us. I'm looking to see if there's any others, but I think those are the only ones.
Well,
I mean, he's got it all broken down. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but
right.
that's what, I mean, windows, all the windows have to be replaced, 3 doors, yeah, okay, he's got that estimate. He's got $232,000 to do all we talked about that. We don't care about the fuel cost, that's not our problem. Yeah, I think that's about right. It's probably gonna be more than that, but what I'm seeing, I'm just seeing that it's over $200,000 to repair it. So.
Okay,
I'm
he's at
saying that if we-
179 right now, so do we think?
I think that, you know what, at 179, and we're saying he's looking for 1.5, right?
5, yeah.
I don't see a problem with that. Because of the condition of the house, because of the issue of not being able to use that piece of the property.
Yeah, okay.
Because of the comps that are sold that are in the 2.4 range, that are in good condition, with pools and everything else.
Right.
I mean, There's a
Only gets
beautiful
like
one here.
comps, and if he's saying he can restore this house for $250,000, he spent 1.8, and you throw another 250 at it, and you're just over 2 million, and then it's.
I thought he spent 1
Houses for 2.4?
I thought he spent 1.4.
He spent
1.8 is where the
1.4.
town is now.
Right, he only spent
I'm
1.4.
saying, if you take the 1.8 and add the 250 that he needs to put in it to restore it, you're still less than the comps.
I thought it was 220 to restore it.
Or whatever, I'm being generous.
Yeah, I don't know what his estimates might be for like 2 things. I don't know if he's saying it's fully restored.
Here, but, he's showing us that, for 2.4, I mean, look at these houses, it's sold for 2.4 and 2. Look at this, I mean, this doesn't look anything like that.
Yeah.
Even when it's redone, it doesn't look anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's vote.
So,
So what are we voting on?
We are voting to grant his appeal to his ask of $1.5 million
on that property.
on 475 Algonquin.
To his ask, we're not.
Remember,
agreeing to
yeah.
it at all.
It was, to the ask that we gave him, he gave us the range, we picked the higher part of the range. So, but he said up to 1.5, so I guess I'd say that was his ask.
Oh, and do we do that? How do I say it? We wanted to make the adjustment to the land for the road.
Right. So we have to do that
Okay,
separately.
okay.
Okay.
So the motion
He
is
said we were gonna take 20% off that land.
not an additional, to set it to
No,
20.
10,
Separate
20
motion.
total,
Yeah.
20 total. Yeah.
Does she have the motion, right?
Yeah,
So
so
the motion.
Oh God, who cares? Really?
Well, let's
You
just figure out
started
the
motion,
amount and
Paulette
make the motion.
Did anyone second?
sure, I'll start the motion that we reduce the land value by 20, I don't want to say by 20%.
Wait,
Well, it's
reduce.
actually, the land, we're gonna reduce the condition factor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the
Wait,
condition,
reduce condition of
Factor.
land
Land, to
by
80% good.
yeah,
to 80% good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would mean 20%, a 20%
total
reduction.
reduction, okay, yeah.
Resulting in a total valuation of?
Well, we don't know, we have to look.
Who's seconding this? by
Yeah,
the way?
just
We didn't get there yet.
Let's just do let's just do that one. Or do we have to do the whole thing as one?
I think you ought to wrap it up.
Well,
Yeah, yeah. You're not
We can wrap it up, but we have to
probably.
fix the land value. And remember, the land value unfortunately was at 90%, so now we have to put it back to 100.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it. I got the land at, where am I? The land was at 801,
Right? I
right?
didn't have this one? The land was at,
801.
80% usable is 712,246. I did that before.
Okay,
okay,
so now, and then we add the dwelling, well, let's put the land. Okay, so the motion is to reduce it to the 80% use. And then bring the whole thing to 1.5?
yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Okay.
So to reduce the land to the 80% use and make the total 1.5?
And I'll second that.
Okay.
Okay, all those in favor? All right, all those opposed? Okay,
Okay. Thank you,
next,
I'm done.
okay.
So let me give you this one.
Do this like this. Okay.
Thank you for your help. Sure. Okay.
All right, who's on deck?
You wanna go? Okay. My battery's dying.
Minus 2.
We need a charger, is there an outlet?
No, I didn't bring anything. I can use my phone if I run out. What number so I can look it up?
151.
151.
I have a USB-C charger with a pretty long cord. I don't know if where there's an outlet.
There's one over here, but I don't know if you.
Thank you, I'll see. Well, I'm holding steady at 22.
No.
All right, I'm with you, Peter.
All right, so this is Appeal 151. The appellant was Nina Rainville, Rainville. All right. Town valued this property at $544,000. I'm sorry, address here. Hold on one second.
What's the address?
27, I don't know what the hell road this is.
Balmaha.
BAL.
BALMAHA, close, CL.
Woodfield Village.
Balmaha Close in Woodfield Village.
Oh, it's a condo, okay.
Yes.
So the town valued this at $544,800, and the appellant's requesting a value of $475,000. I make a motion to grant the appellant's ask at $475,000.
I'll second it.
So the appellant, one of the big things that they brought in is they did have they had comps that they said averaged sales of 475,000. She was talking about her basement and garage having the same value. All right,
Having the what?
she was questioning the value of her garage.
Her garage is in her basement.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is a Fenwick, it's on a hill. So
She didn't mention Fenwick,
she didn't say what kind it was.
but she was, she did, one of the comps that she brought up was, that she was talking about. So hers was valued at 38K, and her, she's given a
I
comp
can't
of
find it.
111 Grandview, which is a 2-car garage. But that was not a,
Condo.
but not condo,
That's
right?
that's not a
Right,
Woodfield Village.
Right. So I didn't think
You
that
shouldn't
was,
need to go outside of Woodfield Village to get
yeah.
comps.
So, so she said the garage is not worth the $38,283. She doesn't, provide pictures, no improvements, no renovations have been done. All right, original windows, so she does have, all that. She did provide, various comps. Here are the condos from Naps Highway, Robertson Crossing.
Robertson's in Woodfield.
Robertson, she's got a bunch of Robertson, Glengarry. She said the average of those properties was 475, 500. All right.
None of the ones on Robertson have attached garages
garages.
at all. Underneath, they're not on the hill, so they can't do that. She shouldn't need to go outside Woodfield Village. There's a lot of properties that have garages underneath. A lot.
Well, what do you think about her ask value? She asks 475.
What did we do with the last Woodfield Village one? I can't remember.
It was the bathroom, I thought they were at
That had to do with the way,
five.
yeah, that was a different
It was a
layout.
different layout. It
Different
wasn't the
layout,
same
yeah.
unit, yeah.
Different layout.
Listen, she's saying that the garage, that was one of her big arguments, that the garage, to me, in a condo, having, a garage is a pretty substantial benefit, right? So,
Yeah.
I agree.
although I do think that, her condo is in need of work, so would entertain something that is in between her ask, which is 475 in the town at 544.
Peter, excuse me, let me ask you, what is she, just that the garage is overvalued? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is it because it's under and it's like not, it's not convenient to get in? You got, if you're in there, right, you gotta go up a whole flight of stairs to get in.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
mean,
get
she was
in
comparing it.
directly
You go
from
right,
the
you go right
road.
in, well, you go right in.
Right
Then
in.
you have to go, what?
Then you have to go up a
Upstairs,
flight of
okay.
stairs to get into the house.
And that's is that a townhouse they're in?
Yeah, it's
So it's only the one flight, is what I'm getting
only
at.
the one flight.
Okay.
So
And then there's 2 stories.
what did other similar,
Yeah, did she give you any
Sell for.
stalls?
Well, she said that, you know, one of the comps that she wanted to use though for her garage, you know, for that purposes was an actual, you know, a home.
Oh, no, we can't use that.
Right.
no.
You know, so.
All these Robertson Crossing and Glengarry Road or.
So she didn't show any sales in the village or whatever you guys call
Well, she
it?
did.
She did, yeah.
Oh.
And so
okay.
where, like, what are the, I'm trying to find them through here. What are their numbers? Where are they coming in?
So the Robertson, 92 Robertson Crossing
Okay,
was, I mean, that was the
First.
12, 26, 24, that was 665. Another Robertson Crossing, 525, that was April of 25. Another Robertson Crossing was 510,
They're all different
you know,
layouts.
525.
oh.
They're all
Yeah, they're
different.
different layouts.
Oh, none of them are the same?
None of them are the same.
Oh.
They're just,
Yeah, there's a group that are, you know, yeah, the ones who wrote, yeah, they're different.
Are any on this list similar to hers?
on what list?
She has a list here of the sales.
On the sales, are any of them
Evaluation
similar to
period.
hers?
She has Glengarry Road, and then the rest are Robertson Crossing. She has 3 Robertson Crossings and 1 Glengarry.
Well, none of the Robertson Crossing are gonna have garages underneath.
Okay.
None.
Right.
All right, so but if they're selling for 665 and don't have but they have a garage, it's just not underneath?
Not attached.
No, it's not attached.
Oh, that's actually worse.
Yeah.
That's what I have, an unattached garage.
And so if they're selling for 665 and you have to walk like in the rain with your groceries, oh my God, the hardship, the hardship.
Understand it's not terribly far away.
Yeah, but still.
Still, you're gonna get
But
wet.
this is what I have to do.
But none of these,
Although, time out, there's a parking space, not of your garage, that's very close to you.
okay,
So it's not like you're,
you don't have parking at all.
Yeah.
So these Fairfield Woods Road units.
they're not in Woodfield.
Okay, so I'm not gonna consider, so the ones she gave in Woodfield, she gave 4. They're all they all sold for more than she's asking and none of them have an attached garage
If they're all on Robertson
and
Crossing.
1 on Glengarry.
The Glengarry one could.
He's 520, or
525, right?
525,
520,
okay.
some of the Glengarry ones do have attached garages.
I'm gonna make a motion to deny this appeal. Oh, no, I'm sorry, excuse me, you've already made the motion.
Well, Peter was gonna do something in between.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's
Yeah,
go
I mean,
there.
you know, I mean, I was gonna give her something for the condition. you know,
Oh, okay.
Right, I mean,
Okay.
because,
Yeah,
but, you know, I mean, I was thinking, you know, maybe,
Well, do we have reason to believe that these sales are not, I mean, it's not, like it's rotted, it's dated for sure. When you look at the pictures, but are the ones that sold, are they not dated?
I thought she
It's like
gave
white
some.
appliance, it's like,
What
you
is she
know,
looking?
like, that's not a shit house, you know, like. I'm just saying, like, this is a
That's the
dated
original
bathroom for
bathroom,
sure,
yeah.
no
Yeah,
doubt.
right.
But it's not like it's like the ceiling's falling in on it.
No.
It's just a dated bathroom. If
Looks like mine used to before I updated
Sure.
it.
Now,
want that tub?
no, but I'm saying, do the other people sell and have
We don't know.
similarly? I mean, but she didn't tell us.
The other thing, if we had time, we could look at the other Woodfield Village properties that are like hers and see what the town assessed value is on them. Because there's probably
true.
20, I was gonna look up how many other, because that sounds like it's a Fenwick. The address is, again,
Let me see if I can find one.
I know, but like, that's not our job, guys.
no, I know.
I'm not trying to be a hard ass for this lady, but
Listen, I'm not, you know,
I'm just saying,
I
we
agree
don't
with you,
know.
I agree with you in terms of, I mean, when I looked at this, I was, you know, more about like, okay, the condition is not great, but, you know, maybe you're right, maybe it's not so bad. I mean, it's, you know, it's dated, but not.
I mean, right, like if you've got damage to your home. A dated home, of course, matters, but I don't know if the other sales that she gave were also dated. Or I should say not updated.
You don't know much.
Yeah, but she could say, I mean, she could have pictures from when they listed, and she could have given them to us and said, hey, listen, this was the, Ravis listed the house, this is what it looks like on the inside, it's much better than mine. All my people, I made sure that they, let me know that, are these comps similar, are they updated or whatever?
It's like the town appraised every unit on Balmaha as the same. It's
Okay.
544
Okay.
and something.
All right, so they kept it consistent because it's condos. I don't know that she's met her burden, but what,
Okay, so.
they should-
One of them was 616, I don't know why, maybe this
Well,
one
it's-
was
they
rented.
probably didn't have the scratch on the
Probably
stove.
no, it's probably an Elgin and not a Fenwick.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
It
the
is a
really,
Fenwick. This
Did
might
they
have
say
been
it's a
that's
Fenwick?
6-something?
What is this? This is a room or
Dining
that's a
room.
closet? That's a room?
the dining room.
That's right, the dining room.
Yowzers.
Yeah, it's not real attractive.
No, and it's just tight, it's just tight.
It looks
Tight.
different when it's furnished.
When it's furnished, it's fair, that's
It's
fair.
still tight, like,
All right, let's vote.
I would not be able to have that dining room.
So, all in,
amended. or-
no, I'm not gonna amend it. So,
Wait, so it's 475?
yes,
The motion is for 470.
Yeah.
so all in favor of the motion to grant to 475, say aye.
Aye. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention, forget that.
Withdraw.
She's asking for 75.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have
Right, we're
We
saying-
have the motion,
I was just a grant. Okay, those opposed.
I'm trying to decide if I should
Opposed.
recuse
Opposed.
myself. Can I
Why are you
recuse myself?
Why are you recusing yourself?
Ken is comfortable. Yes.
Do you know the owner or something?
They all know me.
Right.
I can tell you that.
And that walk from your garage is about to get a lot more perilous when they hear these
Let me
tapes.
explain why I said that. I didn't mean to be rude, I was being funny, but actually, it doesn't matter now because the rest of us all said no and there's.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Everyone's-
you have to be careful of recusing yourself on any of it.
Laura abstained.
Okay.
Because when there's a tie, there would have been a tie, right? Then the town wins the appeal automatically.
Yeah, okay.
So you have to be
I'll keep that
careful,
in
you have to
mind.
really think hard about, do I really need to recuse myself if it means somebody doesn't get what they asked for because of that? So
Yes.
that's all I'm saying.
That's fine, I learn something new every day.
That's what you're here for, to learn.
That's right, I'm learning a lot of things.
I know, this is an education. People don't know how this goes.
Next.
Next is appeal number 8.
All right, lucky number 8.
A little lucky.
An early,
An early entry here.
You were younger.
Where are we on this? Let's go.
Good luck with that.
They need the paperwork from the first
Oh,
one, please.
another
The one,
Woodfield
well,
Village.
the first one we did.
Back to that, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I wish I could get, I can't seem to.
so this is another Woodfield Village condominium. This is appeal number 8. The property owners is Nathan Charles Nasser and a SSER Trust. The property location is 150 Robertson Crossing,
151,
Route, no, 150.
150.
So the appellant, the town's valued the property at $551,100, and the appellant is claiming a value of $510,000. I make a motion to grant the appellant's value to $510,000.
I'll second, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Did you get it?
I don't care, whatever you want to put, Stephanie. Either me or Laura.
Yeah.
So this home was purchased in
Oh, in the reval at 510, all right.
for $417.25 for $510. All right, so, and they're claiming that there was no increase in value between that time. And
They didn't do anything to it, okay.
they did provide some comps and some of the, out of Woodfield Village, so 118 Robertson Crossing, all right. That one sold for $525. All right, that was February of 2012 of 25
For how much?
for $525.
More than.
Right, that's more than they're asking, and earlier, 2 months earlier. Also, I was gonna say that was 118, right? And, you know, they are, where's the next one here? On about 118 Robertson.
You're right there for 118.
Yeah, oh, and then 194 Glengarry, that also sold for 525 in March of 2025.
Good to go.
So,
What kind of unit is that?
Oh, no, I'm trying to look up, I got a list in my own personal
Usually we're-
files of all the,
I'm sorry, when did they buy it?
but in April of 25
Oh, okay.
for 510.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
I think
Sure,
people
I'm
who
good
are
with
bought
that.
in the,
okay.
Valuation
bought in the
period.
valuation period are sort of their own best comp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because even though the neighbors are higher, they might be in different condition, and the reason we can say it is because this one actually sold versus the last guy hadn't sold, he was just saying, oh, you know, look.
This one's
So,
got an original kitchen. Original ugly cheap kitchen.
oh, right.
I mean, the only, I don't know if it's necessary, but like the only argument you could make to increase it is if you time adjust from April to October, you get to 522. But that's like really being thorny.
Right.
Original bathrooms, original kitchen.
Right. Yeah, he's saying, did say, you know, like the heating units, you know, 1985, pockmarks in the wall, bathrooms, you know, not working great. He said slow drains, you know, so I'm comfortable with that, the value, all right? So,
I say we vote.
all right, so all in favor of the appellant's value of 510,000, say aye.
Aye. All right.
All right.
Time for dinner.
The next one is 836.
When I asked for like pointers from people who were on the board before, nobody told me to bring dinner.
I know, well, I used to.
Want
order
half of mine, Neil?
No, thank you.
I can't eat at 9 o'clock. I gotta take medicine,
I
so.
appreciate it.
There was a time when the assessor paid for dinner.
Oh,
Why don't we go back to that?
Yeah, why don't we?
Yeah. I'll ask
we
him.
get paid too much, that's why.
I'll ask him. Well, close enough. I mean, it was only like pizza.
Some woman asked me in one of the appeals, and she's like, so if this runs through May, do they pay you through May? I'm like,
Honey,
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, it's time and a half.
Time and a half times zero is
Yeah.
zero, right? Last time I checked.
All right, so this is, this is appeal number 836. This is 39 Lisbon Drive, Lisbon Drive, and the appellants are Stephen, Stephen O'Brien, O'Brien, and Amy, Aimee Guerrero, Guerrero. Okay. And the town's valued this property at $588,200, and they're asking it to be reduced to $500,000.
What was the town's value again?
$588,200.
588.
And this is a small 1,107 square foot home. They did provide some comparable, or some comps in the neighborhood that sold. So the three comps that they sold, or they provided, were one, number 50 Lisbon Drive, very similar to them, 500K. 6 of 25, June of 25, 309 Marlborough Drive. that's 825, yeah, I'm a little.
Yeah, that's too, yeah, that's,
And they also used 132 Toll House, and I don't really feel like that's a good one either.
They're on
which was
Lisbon?
480.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on Lisbon, right? So, again, they haven't done anything to the house. The house is tiny. They do have, you know, let's see here.
It's almost, what the house condition's almost irrelevant because the house is valued
Yeah,
at $41,000. It's all the land.
Exactly, yeah. You know, so, I mean, obviously the Toll House one, if we're not going to even consider that, then that was like over half acre, but everything else was roughly about the same.
Quarter acre.
Yeah.
I can understand why she used some of those comps, because that particular neighborhood, I looked in there for comps for something, I couldn't find them either. You had to go back too far.
Yeah.
So I see why she did it, but still, you can't really use them.
So I mean, I guess, you know, I would just say is the one thing, sorry about this, is so annoying. Change the tone.
No, I like it.
It's yours, not mine.
I mean, I guess that, you know, that one sale, which is right on the street there, 50 Lisbon, it was
Yeah.
500 in, what did I say, 500 in
June.
May 28th.
May,
Okay.
Okay, I would.
so, I mean, you know, it's a decent comp. I mean, they have, you know, actually, I mean, actually was, Lisbon was actually appraised at 598, but, you know, that's a little bit, the square footage there, the land is a little bit bigger.
They were appraised, the one that sold for 500 was appraised for 598?
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't know.
There's a problem.
yeah.
all right.
You know, I don't understand, I'm having trouble understanding the land values because, you know, they say they use sold comps, but if they did, how'd they get that?
I mean, they're saying her land, you know, their land is worth 547, 300. So it is slightly smaller than that other one, but. So I don't know, I mean, that's, you know, that is a nice, you know, nice neighborhood up there. That's the, you know.
It's nice up there.
Right.
Where is that?
Up in like the North Stratfield, like up above.
By Putting Green and
It's
I
very
think it's up,
go up in that
very
way.
close to Whitfield Village.
It's not that far from,
yeah, but,
Not streets that I have a reason to drive on.
Right.
yeah. Isn't it up a little further though, like towards
Right.
Lake Mohegan?
Um,
Part
Not
of
quite.
there?
Like if you got like if you went
Grandview.
up Grandview
Up in
and
there.
to the left, kind of.
Yeah. I can look it up.
Anyway, I think 500 seems a little low, even though there is a comp there for that. But, so I would entertain any suggestions for, you know, I mean, the house is, like you said, the house is really not the value here.
Well, what do you think a building lot would sell for in that neighborhood?
I gotta say though, the 50 Lisbon
Quarter acre?
looks like a nicer,
Yeah,
is it quarter acre zoning there?
yeah, I think so.
Is it an A zone or, I don't know that that's an A zone. I mean, a lot could sell for 500, you know. There's a lot of factors to take consideration. So off the top of my head, I don't think that 500 is an unrealistic figure to put on a lot. Unless it's not an A zone where it's an R3 or an R2 where you need a.
R3.
R3, okay, so that quarter acre is too small. That would require, it's way too small. That would require, you need 20,000 square feet. You only have at the most, 9,375. It's a full quarter and not like 0.2. So it's not really It's not an
Buildable?
easy, it's built, at some point, somebody will probably get permission to build on it, but it will be with difficulty. So it's not a slam dunk. I can't just say I'm gonna build on it. So that's one issue. The other issue, is- and I have no issue with going like part way, but I'm just concerned that because she provided a comp at 500,000, then what do we say about the next person that provides?
Sure.
You know what I mean? So,
All right,
That's just
I'll make a
my-
motion to grant the appellants, well, we already made that motion, right? So all in favor of granting the appellant's motion to 500,000? Raise your, I want to just disclose here. I do know this person, but I mean, it's not like I have a close relationship with them, so I'm just wanted to disclose.
It's your college roommate.
Okay.
I know
Brand-
them as well.
You know,
okay, well,
I know a lot of people.
thank you for telling us. I mean,
I know I can't
All right.
recuse myself from everything.
I know, right.
I mean, if I accuse myself of everything, I know I wouldn't be here.
There's been no
Laura,
new
I
motion.
believe.
Okay.
So it was the very original.
Yeah, it was the
motion.
original.
You seconded.
Original was you and then Laura.
Yeah, I believe so,
Okay.
right, Laura? Did you second the motion?
Yep.
You did. Okay,
Okay, so-
so all in favor of granting the motion, the appellant's value to 500,000, raise your hand. Aye.
I,
Choose next one. 405. 405. All right. All right. All right, so this is appeal number 405. The property owner is Elizabeth Seaman, Seaman. The property location is 48 Lucille Street, Lucille. And the town valued this property at $677,200. And the appellant is asking for that to be reduced to $525,000.
oh yeah, cook your water.
You're making the motion.
So I am making the motion to grant the appellant value of $525,000. Thank you.
I'll second that.
Okay.
I know her too.
Okay, okay.
By the way.
So one of,
This guy didn't come,
okay.
so Jack Coleman let it go.
So,
Take care.
she just talked a lot about the fact that, this is smaller than the rest of the street, the McMansions, she calls them. It's not flat. I mean, she did provide some pictures. I mean, there is a little bit of, there is a retaining wall. It does pitch a little bit. I mean, it didn't look extreme, in my opinion. She claimed that it was little usable yard space, that there'd been no updates, lots of deferred maintenance. She did provide some pictures, some windows that were in poor condition, three-season porch that was kind of in poor condition, a rear patio, again, kind of just like the stones, the paving stones in poor condition. She did provide some comp summary from some sales. She has a Churchill Road that closed on 6/27. This was 555 Churchill Road. She said that was 521 sale price. Okay, that was 6/7/25. Also Old Black Rock Turnpike. That was 565. That was in August of 2025, or almost September of 2025. And then 7 Melville, which was for 590 in September of 25. So, you know, I'm not sure that her value should be down. I mean, Lucille's a nice, you know, that's a nice area up there. I mean, you know, she is right. Her house is clearly small. There are a lot of, you know, what she called, you know, McMansions that have been built on that street, but it is a desirable street. It's a good, you know, walking location.
She wants it 525.
And she wants it at 25, yeah.
But her house, her dwelling is only 89,000. I get what she's saying, that she's not as big as them, but the majority of her value is in her land.
Right, right.
But not, I mean,
It could be a tear down.
cute girl.
Yeah, it is close to schools, which might be why she bought it, I don't know. But there's elementary school and middle school, all within walking
Yeah, I
distance.
mean, that's Fairfield, which one is that? Fairfield,
That would be for, Woods.
Fairfield Woods?
Yeah. And Jennings.
Yeah.
Unless they're districted somewhere else, like they throw people all around the town, but that's, well, those are the closest schools.
All right.
Let me just see anything else that, just want to share here.
Don't say it was worse.
677.
What did the town said, 677?
677, yeah.
How much
She
property
has
she have?
0.32 acres. It's 13, almost 14,000 square feet.
Right, she said last renovated in 2005. You know, she does say that there are some windows that definitely need repair, some leaking, broken seals, things like that. You know, just based on the pictures, didn't appear that, or, you know, this, like the idea that the property, you know, pitched, I mean, it does. I mean, it does fall off a little bit, so I don't want to, you know, but. So I just don't see it, I don't see it, the value at 525.
Yeah.
So
You think it's too low?
I think that's too low, yes. I mean,
It's funny, she has the letter here from the realtor, but when you look
So
at
what
the
does it say?
sales, it says it's I wouldn't list it for more than 525.
Oh,
But when you look at the sales, they all sold for more than their list price by a significant amount. So not no offense to realtors, but I'm just saying, like, they listed this at, I mean, I get it, it was a bidding war, whatever. But I'm just saying, if we're looking at this in terms of value, I don't know if these are true comps, but I'm just saying, if we're looking,
yes, I can see it.
if we're looking at the sales in terms of
Oh, he
value,
recalled this one.
where
No,
they were
no.
listed
No.
is off from what they got. So I don't know that the letter saying I wouldn't list it for more than that.
Yes, you would.
so, I mean, and I don't know, like the Churchill Road one, that doesn't seem like a great comp. I mean, that's, you know, a different kind of,
It's a main road, it's
Yeah.
not the same, and even the other one on Melville, they're just not,
right.
Right. But also, like, I don't even understand why even if you trusted the comps, they averaged a 558, but they, you know.
You wanna go to
still says
525,
the
yeah.
525.
Well, I'm
They
assuming,
used like
saying they're better.
Lucille itself, but there weren't any sales, because of Palomar, High Ridge, Woodridge. Those, you know, those would be much better comps. I'm sure there had to be something that sold. I was trying to look it up. If it looks like I'm on my phone, I'm looking up stuff. I'm not paying attention. I'm on the MLS trying to find something, but,
So what do we think? I agree 525 is too low. And then I'm now in that spot of like, if they haven't given us anything else, are we doing the work for them and trying to come up with some average, and that's not really the job, and we don't
Also,
have the time to do that for 1,000.
at some point, I have a challenge with the condition argument, like the deferred maintenance argument, because in a mass appraisal, if we're looking at what things sold for, it's like, there's got to be some curve, right? Of
Yeah.
not every home that sells is in beautiful,
condition.
updated
Agree, that's fair.
condition. Homes are in average condition. If your home is in significantly below average condition, it's the worst home on the street or in the neighborhood, then sure,
If all your windows are leaking.
right. But this home, like if you look at the field
Needs a new
card,
roof.
a lot of the windows were replaced, you know, not in 2016, like unless they bought really bad windows with no warranty, like the windows should be okay. Like,
I sort of agree with you.
I don't know.
I mean, it's like they're
there's a line.
Yeah, all right, so what do we want to do here? Want to just vote, or do we want to say, oh, hey, listen, their average was, sales average
If she want,
558?
I know, you know, this is not always a popular statement, but, you know, if she is denied, she can come back next year. She can appeal again with, you know, stronger.
Yeah, just feel like she didn't really give comps.
Actually, you know, I don't really, I'm not opposed to that statement, because if we grant in part, they can't come back.
Right.
So it
Right.
doesn't do them any favor. It makes it a bit, you know, I have no problem with that statement.
Okay. So, all in favor of granting the appellant's value to 525, raise your hand or say aye. All opposed?
Okay.
050. Yeah, if we're raising hands for the recording, we should say the vote out loud.
Good point, good point.
well, you can say it was unanimous.
Yeah, so it was unanimous, that's all.
All right. Appeal number 37. Okay, this is 74 Home Fair Drive. The property owner's name is Sherry Daly, Daley. And, Home Fair is obviously home and then FAIR. Drive. So,
It's the same part of town as the villages.
where did you say?
It's the same part of town,
That's what, Woodfield?
yeah.
It's not really, but the assessor says it is, but it isn't.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? It's like,
By the middle school.
it's right near where Lucille is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's closer to Lucille.
New values are supported by detailed comparable sales.
So she gave some different, you know, ways to look at the value here, all right? Like if this was a spec, what that, you know, would mean for her, so I'll just go through some of that. Where's this? Okay. She's got a lot. You know,
No, I didn't. I was just
Oh, I
gonna
see.
say
It just,
I didn't say the value?
town amount and then what she's asking.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
so she's, the town's valued at 686,400, and she's asking for a value of 425,535.
No.
No.
Did you say that again?
That's a low number.
425,535
It's her ask,
is her
right?
ask, that's correct, yeah.
Towns at
686,400.
And I'm sorry, this is 43 Newport Place? Or no?
No, this is home,
74 Home Fair Drive.
the subject is home.
Okay.
That's a huge drop.
So she gave one scenario, she said, developer coming in, you know, she said based on comparable sales data, developers with building intent verified through permit data have paid an average of $961,538 per acre for buildable lots. When adjusted for the subject's property size, she's saying that's only going to be $415,923. Then she also provided a scenario 2 where the renovators come in and use end user home buyer, all right, in a per square foot approach. And she's saying that the recently renovated homes are coming in and selling at an average of 342 square feet, all right. Homes purchased as is with renovations, 365, or 333 when adjusted for superior locations. The average, he says, over the comparables that she had was $351 a square foot. All right, she's saying that her property is only 998 square feet, which would, at the town's assessed value, would come out to 695 square feet. All right.
Say that again?
So she's saying that if that, using those comparables, all comparable.
351?
Yeah, 351, she's saying hers would actually come out to 695 based on the value, right, that the town's given her. And then, for a total, it says approximately 364,270 for the existing structure, right? And then a developmental feasibility analysis, all right? So,
Sounds good.
Maybe she just shows sales.
yeah. So, but she's proposing, her valuation was proposed land value of 394,113, the building value 31,000, right? With a total market value of 425.
Building only 30?
Building only 31,000
That's what it is now. So she's just asking to reduce her land from 655 to what?
to 394.
Why don't you call 2007 and tell them they could buy it?
Honestly, I don't know.
$1,000. I mean, that's just crazy.
So,
You have to remember that a building lot is a building lot, and yet some might be bigger than others, and of course, they're more valuable to some extent. They're not double or triple the price. A quarter acre lot is 500,000, a half acre lot is not 1 million. So, unless it's in Greenfield or Southport, but.
Let's keep that energy. I've got a case coming where they, that's his argument, and I thought, oh.
So I think
So this is
that.
a half acre lot. not
Yeah.
what- what-
Location
In
matters.
that neighborhood, a half acre lot is what you should have.
Right.
Okay,
And so, 300 and something, I don't care if it was a tenth of an acre, 300 and something $1,000 for a lot today.
yeah.
It's just not, it's not feasible. That's my feasibility study. It is not feasible. That should be 300.
But it's 655.
Yeah, 655.
In that neighborhood,
Yeah.
it's possible.
Well, she's shown us that it's not, right? Because the presumption is that this is correct unless they give us just enough. This is such a low bar, but I don't really see, I mean, she did a lot of work, I'll give her that. But you couldn't show me a property
No,
that
they don't
sold?
exist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what it is.
That's what one guy actually said to me. He's like, no, because if I pull those sales, it won't work.
I mean, there's been a lot of building on Lucille and Home Fair, not so much Palomar, but there's been a lot of new construction over the years. And, now those lots, I don't know, I mean, do we have a sale at 6 something? I don't
shows.
think so, but
She shows some new construction
Right.
comps.
And that's where you got 43 Newport.
Okay, yep. Let me go back to it.
part of the other problem is that, like Kate and I were saying, the lots, the values don't seem to make sense. There's something wrong with the way the land is valued. It's almost that the assumption by the assessor's office and Tyler is that, well, every one of these houses could be knocked down and people will pay $1 million for the lot. Well, that's not really true.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen that yet. Yes, if you went to Southport, you might find somebody on
Along
Pequot
the
Avenue
beach,
that,
maybe.
or on the beach, yeah, but not in general. People aren't going to pay.
But, so that 43 Newport though, that she's, saying, yes, of course, it's been, it's been worked on. I mean, it says the sale price in June of 25 at almost 2 million.
Right, but its land
Yeah,
is
right.
663.
Right.
Maybe they don't, maybe these people don't know what they're, because right, like your house is 31,000, this house is 1.2 million. Your land is 655, their land is 663, and I'm willing to bet it's probably the same size piece. So if you're using it as a comp, saying, look how much they sold their house for, because it's so beautiful.
Right.
Let me see if they tell me how big. I hate when they write that. I don't know what that is. 21,000 square feet is how many acres?
No, less than a half.
Okay, and what's,
Not by much.
this is less than, this is that as well, this is 0.4 and change.
Yeah, so it's
So,
not.
okay, so the, all right,
And if you have wetlands on her property that reduces it dramatically,
That would be different.
that would be different. That would be a reason why, I don't think it would be worth three something, but that would be a reason why it would be worth less.
same here with Lakeview, the land is 650.
No, there's no,
There's no rhyme or reason.
And this is, yeah, so, okay. I mean, I'll just say these are the comps she's showing here are consistent. I see why she wants to do the breakdown, because these are new construction and they're, and you know, and her house is not,
right.
but,
So I think, again, this is one of those situations where, you know, we deny her and she can come back and appeal with better.
I don't know what she, I don't know what she's gonna find. She's not gonna find these houses that had lots at $300,000.
Yeah.
So, all
It's
right,
unfortunate, people like this where, you know, they really should get an appraisal. Because if they can't find comps and they're going through all this work, they paid the appraiser, he'll come up with comps because he can make the adjustments that they can't make.
or he'll say,
So
no.
he'll say, I can't make it work, I can't, yeah, I didn't think in this case, he'd say, forget it, it's not gonna work, but, you know, we can do something, but not that.
All right, so let's vote.
All right, so I make a motion, or I made the motion already. All those in favor of granting the appellant's value to 425, 535, raise your hand. All opposed, say aye. Unfortunately, the last one I had on my list was actually heard tonight by Adele. I
Okay.
made a
Oh,
mistake.
Okay.
So she'll have to, present that one.
All right, Neil, you're up.
Hit it, Neil.
I need 1 minute, I'm sorry. Could be an
Talk
old
to
man.
yourself in the mirror.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna too.
Stretch my legs. I won't be able to walk.
Sprouts? Guys, it's coming back.
Oh, yeah?
It is? Where? Last night I had delicious pork tenderloin.
So I don't know how to cook
I
that.
had.
I wouldn't know how it's done.
Cooking for me, so I had pork tenderloin. Beets.
Pork. I don't know when it's done. Like somebody wanted lamb for Easter. I'm like, I don't know how to tell when that's done, and I don't know how to do it.
It was
I'm not
great.
doing that.
Marinated it and then
Meet their mother.
roasted cauliflower, roasted carrots, beets, sweet potato.
I saw a recipe for sweet potato that I'm gonna try for Easter. And you do something to it, and then you put it face down on the pan, and like you put it in like 400 and change.
Okay.
I'm serious, you'll see me there.
Shit, I'm at 3. Oh, I can't use this anymore.
So
Do it on my phone.
this is appeal number 354. 32 Lou Manor Drive.
32 what?
Lou Manor.
L-U. Sorry.
Manor Drive. The property owner is Richard Oriolo.
We don't need names, do we?
No, but
Yeah.
they do for the record.
They do, okay.
This is
Anyway,
relatively small home, 1,076 square foot, 3-bedroom, 1-bath home that the town placed a value of $669,000. The appellant requested a value of $599,000. He actually presented a list of.
how much is he asking?
$599. So he's asking for, not a
70 grand.
$70,000 reduction. He actually brought in 8 comps that we can go through the. I'm trying to remember exactly. You can idea which these you think are the most relevant ones, but he's got 8 Hazel Street.
No,
No, okay.
In which direction though? Hazel, because it's better, then we can look at the
way
number?
worse.
Oh, okay,
Worse. Okay.
okay.
It's in Tungus Hill. It's not even close to there.
29 Suzanne Circle. 37 Rena Place.
That's
Okay.
okay?
Neither place is good.
309 Marlborough Terrace.
No.
No, I know where that is.
50 Lisbon, which we were just looking at
What is
actually.
that?
515 Melville. Pretty close, right? 758 Old Stratfield's probably not
No.
great. And 1451 Toll House. People seem to like that Toll House. Not great. So, I mean, if I look at the ones that we just, kept there, like, they're all below his asking price. Suzanne Circle is 475. That's a, slightly smaller house, 3-bedroom, 1-bath. Rena Place is $493,000, 3-bedroom, 1-bath. 50 Lisbon is $500,000. Sold on May 20. Sorry, I didn't give you the sale dates. All of these were May of 25. It looks like 3-bedroom, 1-bath for $500,000. 515 Melville was $550,000 in May of 25. 3-bedroom, 1-bath. So, I mean, I don't think his ask of $599 is unreasonable
All right,
at all. So I forgot to make the motion.
let's make
The
it now.
motion was to accept the appellant's value of $599,000, and I'll ask for a vote.
Who's seconding it?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor of granting this appeal? Aye.
Done.
Okay.
I have to say, I look at their field card and a picture of their house. Why couldn't the guy wait 2 seconds? There's a family walking by with their dog. Why wouldn't he wait? Like if it's a Google Earth car, I get it. But like, look, just wait till they cross the street.
To take the photo, yeah,
God.
Okay.
go figure.
Next is Appeal 654. This one I'm gonna need some realtor expertise on, I think.
See, I'll pay strict attention.
You're gonna need some what?
Some realtor expertise.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
The address is 44 Rosemere Avenue.
Oh, I know all about this house. Go ahead.
The homeowner is Sarisha Koncharia. Here, I'll
Yeah.
bring this over here for you to be able to see. The town placed a value of $982,700, and the homeowner's asking for a value of $800,000. And I'll make a motion that we accept the homeowner's request of $800,000. So the main issue with this house is that Rosemere Avenue is basically at the corner of kind of right near Park Avenue and Brooklawn. Come together. It's the very last street before where Fairfield becomes Bridgeport. It was the last house built on the street. There's significant wetlands on the property. There were variances, and a lot of effort was to be able to get permission to build the house. The land value seems to be appraised very high, although most of it is unusable due to wetlands. Sorry about that. She couldn't even get a permit to put a storage shed on the property because the wetlands are that bad. The first comp is a little bit outside the period. It was February of 23, but I still think it's worth noting. It sold for $575,000. It's a smaller house. It sold for $701,000. But that was after it was a completely renovated house, new kitchen, new roof, kind of everything was done on that house. She was saying the only comp she could find that seemed relevant at all in the reval window was 122 Stratfield Road, which sold for $812,000. But again, that was about the same. It's a little bigger also. It's 2,700 square feet. 3-bed, 3-bath versus the subject property is 4-bed, 2.5 bath. So, I mean, I do think that the 982 is a lot of money. I don't know that, somebody's going to pay close to $1 million to live right on that Bridgeport line
I don't think anybody's going to pay $800,000 to live on it either.
Right.
That house is,
It's a reasonable ask, I think.
they need to be very reasonable. If that were my house, I would be asking for a lot less. The wetlands, how much did they assess the property for, Neil?
Let me,
If you know, I mean,
yeah.
I'm curious.
Pull up the,
642.
There's no way.
the land at 642.
The thing is, like you said, you can't, the land is basically really, he's right, all pretty much not usable. And it's weird because the driveway, they sandwich the house in, kind of on an angle. The driveway is here and then the rest of the property is over here. It's like you have to cross your own driveway in front of the house to get to the property. That's one of the, I'll be honest about this, though I'm not proud of it. That's one of the few houses, I can count on one hand how many times I didn't sell a house. That's one of them. I couldn't get it sold.
Okay, oh, you had that
I had that listing a long time ago,
Wow.
and it was just brutal to sell it. So.
All right.
I think I would be perfectly happy, I mean, perfectly fine with an $800,000 value. I think it's worth a lot less than that myself.
So I'm going to recommend that we accept this one.
All right.
I'll second.
Well, I don't need a second, it's just because we
Oh, I
already
didn't know
made
if I
the
was.
motion, I was just my
Thanks a lot,
recommendation.
Stephanie.
She's trying to.
Call for a vote.
All right, so
All
let's
in
vote.
favor of
Voting on the
granting.
floor.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Okay, next is
I'm sorry, is that 441 or 44? Is it a comma?
44.
Okay.
Next is 692. The address is 116 Davis Road,
Did you see 692?
What is it?
692.
No, Davis Road?
Yeah, 116 Davis Road. The property owner is Raval Pankaj and Poonam Pankaj. The town placed a value of $603,100 and.
How much? I can't hear it.
Sorry.
603,100.
Nobody's ever complained I didn't talk loud enough. Wow.
No, but you're just facing the other
Sorry.
direction. so it's
Okay,
hard.
no. So the town placed a value of $603,100, and the appellant is asking for a value of $425,000.
Quite a lower.
So they prepared several comps with similar land area and property size. They said that, they didn't understand how they had a 95% increase in their land value. Since the last reval, the comps had, 86 to 90% increases in land value. Doesn't seem that far off, but the properties that are selling above, $450,000, which is, what they're asking for, are larger, with more land, more updated. They haven't made any improvements to the property. It's a small home in a neighborhood that most of the homes have sold as building lots or tear downs. And they also said there was an error in the field card, that the basement is not finished, and that the field card had something about which they actually corrected that on the field card. So that's good news. Had suggested that they talk to the assessor's office about that, but it doesn't look like they made a change on.
Yeah, because when you see it, it says basement finished. Of course, they assign no living area to it, but they're charging $21 per square foot. But then they have a portion of basement unfinished, the town's charging $9. So they did not make that adjustment, at least from when they
Yeah.
scanned this.
Yeah, I don't really understand how. Yeah, because they had said that the field card said the base, and I remember this one, that it did say something about a portion of the basement being finished,
Yeah, I mean,
and it looks like it's been changed, but the value.
right, they knock off the living area, but they still have the unit cost at,
Yeah, so I don't know what happened there.
3 times.
So the comps that they brought in, people love 50 Lisbon Drive. Win.
9.66.
Very comparable house to this one. I mean, they're both ranch houses within 100 square feet of each other, same bedrooms and bathrooms. Lisbon Drive, we all know, sold for $500,000 in May of 25, but again, was fully updated. 85 Tuckahoe Lane, that sold for $496 in October of 25.
Is that near Tuckahoe? No,
The thing about
Tuckahoe's.
Tuckahoe is we'd have to know, and I don't know without looking, we'd have to know if that was that backed up to the cemetery or not, because part of Tuckahoe does.
Okay.
That would definitely decrease the value of the land.
16 at 21.
Every day.
The other one was 293 Barry Scott Drive.
966.
Was $590,000 on October 3rd of 25, which, again, I mean, I guess it's technically after the October 1st, but how the appraisal on that one is $736,000 and sold for $590,000  2 days after the reval.
So for how much?
Telling $590.
Okay. Yeah, that tells you something.
It seemed to me that the Lisbon Drive and the Barry Scott seemed to be kind of the more relevant comps. Because the Tuckahoe is also a Cape, which I don't know that comparing a Cape to a ranch is.
Capes tend to, well, it's
Relevant.
hard to say these days, everybody's different, but the general rule is that ranches, raised ranches, and splits would sell for less than Capes and Colonials.
Right. So if I compare that to the Lisbon Drive is a ranch, Barry Scott's a split, with very similar square footage. Those two, if I take those two, that averages out to 545. If I took all the comps, it averages out to 528. I mean, I think that they deserve something, but not all the way down to 425. So,
85 does Tuckahoe, and not that it matters.
But it does back up to the cemetery?
Okay, so which is
Take that one right out of there.
Part of the reason that I'm thinking, to take that one out. So if we take the other two comps and average them out, then we get to 545.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think that would be reasonable. So I'll make a motion to amend the motion to grant in part to $545,000.
And should we also add that the town should adjust the unfinished
Yeah, I mean, that's where like, I don't,
I did the math out, if you care, it's $2,500 difference.
it's not gonna make enough of a difference to matter. I mean, the challenge when they just do an override for the values is that then
Right,
and
right.
if reval, it all comes back
Yeah.
again, but I don't know what we could ask them to change on the field card to,
I mean, just, just acknowledge that that it's not finished, and so instead of being $21 a square foot, it should be $9, just in line with their other line item.
with the field. What I'm seeing, basement unfinished, I see $9.66.
Yeah, but so if you scroll up maybe like 2 lines from there,
Oh,
It says-
the basement finished
Yeah.
portion floor.
they give it Zero Living, but then they still charge you almost $22 a square
Right.
foot, so just
Okay,
Doesn't make sense.
that they should at least just make
Make
that
it
consistent,
correct.
it's
Yeah.
unfinished.
okay.
So maybe like update the field card
Right,
to
yeah, right.
reflect unfinished basement.
We can put that in.
We can put that in the notes.
Okay, okay.
Okay. But- All
All
right.
right, I'll second, I don't know if we've done that part, but.
Yeah, so, second, okay. All in favor of a reduction to $545,000? Okay.
All right.
Aye.
Just on a note on the side, I never talked about this, we should have mentioned it sooner. When you look at land, and you look at the value of land for sale, they say, well, it's a knockdown, a builder will buy it. The rule of thumb is a third, a third, a third. A third to buy it, a third to build it, and a third profit. So a $500,000 lot should sell in the builder's mind for $1.5 million. And that's his third, third, third. There's his profit margin. So, and that particular place, yeah, I would say that you could get that for a house. I don't know if you get a lot more, but you can get that.
Okay, that's actually good rules in that. Okay, did you make that note about,
So portion of the basement is finished?
no,
No?
there's no, field card says finished basement, there is no finished basement.
No finished basement.
Okay,
I like this.
all right.
Not that I don't, but I prefer
That
that.
one.
But yes.
Okay. Next. Up for bid is Appeal 701. This is 137 Fairland Drive, Joseph and Megan Hatselt. The town placed a value of $1,625,600. They requested a reduction to $1,150,000.
To, what's the number again?
1,150,000. They're on this, Fairland Drive is the street where Fairfield Woods and Jennings Road, I'm sorry, where Jennings School and Fairfield Woods are. That's, obviously they have a, tremendous amount of traffic volume, when school is, starting and ending. They have a, severely sloping property with wetlands. He knows that it's, not empirical or, but anecdotally, he, thought it was interesting that Zillow had a $1.1 million value on the house. He had 4 comps, 149 High Ridge Road, I'm not sure where that
Also
is.
Fairfield Woods.
Okay,
Irish? I don't know where it is.
that was,
Picture it.
that's actually a bigger house. The subject property is just under 2,500 square feet. High Ridge is 3,300 square feet with more bedrooms, more bathrooms. That sold for $600,000 in April of '24. But I looked at, he had that as a comp, and then when I looked at that, that was actually vacant. I think that was a vacant lot.
There was a what?
I think that sale price of 600,000 was like a vacant lot.
Oh,
And then it was like the house was built new in '24. It was there was something confusing on that field card when I looked at it. Do I have that?
701.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, look that up if we need to. And 327 Lucille, which is obviously a much quieter, higher cost neighborhood, no wetlands, flat property, 1,500 square feet larger, sold for 1.3 million versus, their appraisal of 1.6 on November of 25. The third comp was 73 Marion Road. Is that?
It's off Fairfield Woods down near Melville.
Okay, so not far from where he is. That sold for 1.4 in October of 25. Again, like bigger house. In a more expensive neighborhood, no wetlands, much newer home. Built
No, I'm
in
sorry, how big is this
2014.
house?
His house is 2,500 square feet.
And they have it at 1.6 million?
Yeah.
There's no way. It's too small.
Yeah, and especially, it's nice to be able to walk to school, but
Not that nice.
Until the kids are away at college, then it doesn't matter anymore.
So, I also pulled up on Vision, like three other homes in, on Fairland just to see what their appraisals were.
Yeah.
They weren't recent sales, but I was just curious what the appraisals were, and those also, bigger houses all over 3,000 square feet. And those were like $1 million, $1.3 million, $1 million, $1.4 million. So like, I don't understand how they got to $1.6 million on his house. It's like, I think some kind of mistake or anomaly there.
Thank God for us.
I could see 1.6 if it was a 3,500 square foot newer construction, without issues, without being on the street like that or something. It's just way out of whack.
Right, and it's a half acre, 0.46 lot which is standard lot size there. There's nothing special about it to justify it. Based on the comps and everything else, I recommend granting this one in full. I don't see any
No problem with it.
reason to
Vote.
do it. Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Missed the whole thing.
Unanimous.
Okay.
Okay, you going to Phoenix?
Huh? I'm going to Phoenix. Is Max there yet?
Tomorrow morning.
I'm on Thursday night. Tell me, he can call me if he has an emergency.
Okay,
You got my number.
Final four, women's final.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh,
You have someone playing?
No, I love the Yukon women.
Oh, all right, good. And you're gonna go all the way to Arizona for him?
I'm taking my 16-year-old granddaughter, too. I'm going high.
Enjoy it.
Okay.
Okay.
next,
Safe trip.
Oh, you still doing it?
Yeah,
we're
I'm
doing
gonna
it.
listen to at least one.
Sure.
Next, we have 974, 234 Adley Road. Homeowner is Sean Powers.
Badly.
Town placed a value of
I thought I heard Adley.
$805,700. 700,
I'll tell you in a second.
and the homeowner is asking for a reduction to $710,000.
700,
Adley.
Badly, okay.
Adley, yeah.
700.
710 they're asking for. This one, to me, again, seems like it made very little sense. He met with Tyler Tech. He said that, like, the guy from Tyler Tech was showing him comps that were in Greenfield Hill on Wampus Way, which is Lake Hills. They have the wrong zip code. They have them they have 06824 on a lot of the houses.
That's right, 'cause that's a Southwood zip code. That's why the values are high.
Yeah, but they have the right neighborhood code of 85. So there's just something off. It's a 2,122 square foot colonial. It's a nice 4-bedroom, 3-bath house. He brought in, there was one comp he showed just for reference. It sold for $555 in 2018, but they did $120,000 on the permit. There were $120,000 in updates. They added a second floor, did a full kitchen remodel and all that, and that one appraises for $854, so a little more than his. But 80 Adley Road, which is a little bit smaller. It's a like modern contemporary house as opposed to a colonial. That sold in December of '25 for $580,000. And then, yeah, I mean, there weren't a lot of good comps, but I mean, if you know Adley Road, it's like, I mean, it's a nice street, but there's nothing like really special about that neighborhood. You know, it's a third of an acre lot.
All right, and he doesn't seem like he's asking for that much of a reduction, really.
No, no.
He isn't.
So again, on this one, I, you know, had a note here that I was recommending to grant in full, so,
All right, let's vote.
okay.
I'm not even voting, but I'll vote.
Some of these were like, honestly, I came into this whole process like not thinking I would be as generous as. Like,
I know, but I will tell you,
cases.
people are making, and they're supporting,
Yeah.
at least for the ones I saw, and they are supporting their cases.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to argue against it.
So, all in favor? Granting
Aye.
5. Okay, and then I think this is my last one.
Oh, I can't read these.
848. Actually, supposed to have one more, but I don't have the file. I need to borrow the file. Okay, this is number 848, 71 Wildwood Road. Robin Clark Smith is the owner.
What's the number? on the
Appeal number is
appeal?
848.
848, okay.
So she brought two comps that didn't seem especially relevant. One was 327 Lucille Street, which sold in November of '25 for $1.3 million. But like the subject property is a 2,000 square foot cape built in 1950. This Lucille Street is a 4,000 square foot colonial built in 2006. And then she brought this one, you know, potentially relevant, 83 Morehouse, sold for $550 in December of '25. Similar age, but you know, 1,500 square feet versus 2,000 square feet.
That was only 1,500 square feet,
Yeah.
Morehouse?
Morehouse is 1,500 square feet.
What is the town asking for?
The town is asking for $758,900, $687. But you know, most of you know, the other things she brought up was I guess this Wildwood originally, you know, but not when they bought it, so I'm not sure when why it was really relevant, but I guess it was originally intended to be a cul-de-sac, but they ended up making it a through street. So, I guess this was relevant because part of the property, like the town has an easement because the street runs through the property, so they do, you know, and like, I don't know exactly how that works. I mean, she says that they essentially get taxed on that portion of the land, even though the town has the easement on it, so they not get.
I didn't even see a note on
Couldn't
it.
you, could the assessor?
You still pay tax on it because it's still yours. The town has an easement on it, so there's where the condition factor on the
Right,
land should be
so-
reduced.
Right, so maybe, maybe a condition adjustment would be warranted, but, I mean, she said that she couldn't find other good comps. I mean, I just pulled up in, you know, recent sales and Vision and found, you know, a dozen that, you know, would have been, you know, decent comps that, you know, all are, you know, I think every single one of them is higher than her asking price, so.
He probably doesn't know how to look for them.
Yeah, I don't know.
They
But
don't-
again, I mean, that's
they don't
where,
just come to you.
like, that's where then, you know, if you're looking for $100,000 reduction, that's where an appraiser, you know, then find an appraiser or a real estate
Right, but
agent
yeah,
or
when you
somebody
can't-
to help you.
If you can't figure it out, you gotta,
So, I mean, I would say we could do you could do something as a condition adjustment, but I don't know how, because of that easement. But I don't know how much to do, and I think we could be doing her a disservice, because then she's not gonna be able to, I think if we leave it alone, she has the chance to maybe get an appraisal and come back next year.
Does she mention anything about, like, does she talk anything of any specifics about that easement? Like, is it a huge amount of the property? Is it,
There's this property map, but it doesn't really show exactly where the
okay, I just wondered.
road or anything is. It doesn't, she wasn't very
I mean, is it this
detailed
little,
about it.
is it this little piece here?
I,
Because you said it was like a cul-de-sac, right?
yeah, that was supposed to be a cul-de-sac or something. So, yeah, I mean, if it's just this little tiny arc there, then,
Okay, is that at the back of the property or something?
yeah.
Okay.
You know, part of the problem with easements is that, they'll say, oh, well, you have a 30-foot easement, it's no big deal. But the problem is, like, when it's like that, unless you're on a corner where they can get in from the side, or there's a special way in, they have to come over a significant portion of their land to get back there. So it's
Right.
really more than that, because you have to allow them to use that land. So it's a pain in the neck, really. It's a pain in the neck to figure it out.
Yeah, let's see. I had done this before, and I just can't.
So I don't know
Is
that.
that something, I'm sorry, go.
No, go ahead. No, please.
No, I'm saying, is that something that, again, like, we could just say, look, there is an easement on here, there's no adjustment, and can you please put, some kind of adjustment on it? We need to vote on that, though. Like, we could just say, no, we think, we don't want to mess with the value because we don't want to.
Affect her chances,
Right.
yeah.
So, but we think that the assessor's office should put some kind of adjustment on there.
I think a couple of things. I think that's a good point, and I
It would
think,
have to be in the front of the house, but I don't really
I think that if
understand
it
where.
might be better to just leave it alone. The
Yeah,
problem is, though, if we're going to recommend doing something about it, we have to recommend, I think, a figure. I don't think we can leave it up to the assessor. I think we have to come up with an actual.
But not a dollar, why couldn't we say
No,
percent,
not
yeah?
percentage. We don't
And
have to
then
do
they
the dollar
could
amount.
hopefully still be preserved to be able to appeal. Because we're not actually making a valuation adjustment, we're
we
saying.
could just, we could leave it, we could deny it, but ask
Right.
the assessor to take a look, because
Yeah.
the assessor's allowed to make adjustments anytime they want.
Correct, okay, so what
There's
percentage?
No,
If there's an error on the field card.
Yeah, they can.
If there's an error on the field card, but I don't know if that's considered an error. It could be. But if he changes it now, I think he has to come to us at the end of our work
Okay, right, we
with
can
a
always,
list.
right,
of
we
things
can
to
always
change.
bring this back for reconsideration.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
I would just,
We want to know, though, if that is going to impact the appellate from coming back.
right, yeah.
Okay. All right, so for now, let's call this for a vote.
Okay.
All in favor? Opposed?
Well, wait a minute,
Whoops.
What are we what are we voting?
Oh,
It's the motion now?
well, the motion
The motion
is,
is always to grant what they ask,
Right.
so we're gonna
Okay.
deny
so
because.
my recommendation is that we deny it. We ask the assessor for more detail on, to look into this easement and
So your
what the
recommendation is
impact
that we
would-
vote against?
vote against
the
it right now, and then we could always bring it back for reconsideration if the if the assessor's office says, yeah, wait, that's, 20% of her land and.
And I'm sorry, just one more time, what do they have it now, or nothing?
They have
They mustn't.
they don't have any adjustment, it's a one.
Okay, all right, yeah, all right. Okay. so
Or we
that's-
could just table it completely, I guess, instead of denying it.
If we deny it, then we have to reopen it, it has to be
Yeah.
done. I mean, it looks like we're all gonna vote the same way, so we have a majority, so
All
it
right,
doesn't
so I'll make
matter.
a motion to table this one and
Table it.
inquire.
Okay.
the
So how does that
assessor.
get logged?
Um,
Because it's passed or failed. Do I just delete it,
just-
the whole line?
No, just don't put anything in pass or fail. I
Okay.
guess, and make a note that we tabled it.
And what are we hoping here, that the adjuster says, yeah, the assessor says yes, he'll modify for the easement, and then that doesn't impact valuation at all, it's as if we denied. That's what we want to have happen?
I guess so,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Vote to modify for easement?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We didn't vote.
right, she's putting in the notes. Okay,
Okay, and then, more, this is,
Oh, yeah.
I know, I was like, yay.
46.
I was packing up. So.
146?
Do you want me to go get the file for you?
Yeah, do we have the?
146?
Yeah, do you mind? Because I thought I had printed all of my files and I didn't have that one.
Said 146, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is a lot of fun, but I'm going home. I just did like 12 people.
Oh,
Rapid fire, huh?
I'll see you when I get back.
good luck out there.
Yeah, have fun. Have a safe trip.
Did you see that Jordan Furniture was running that deal?
Yeah, well, only if they both have
I
to
thought
win
it was to
the.
win. Because someone said, no, they just gotta make it. I'm like, no, I think it's a
No,
win.
they have to win one more game. They don't have to all win the finals.
They just have to be in it.
Right, they have to, no,
Oh.
they have to each win the
Right,
next
right.
You have to
game.
get into the.
They have to make
$50 million
I know.
or something?
Did you hear this? If you bought furniture, they started this promotion, I feel like it was in like January.
Or, yeah,
If you bought anything from them and both the men and the women's team, I thought it was won the national championship, but I think it's just.
no,
they're
they
in
have to
it.
win, they have to
just
be in the
final.
final.
Yeah. Everything's free that you bought.
That's
Is
like,
that crazy?
that's like Lennox Jewelers used to do that. If you bought something on New Year's Eve, and so if you bought something at a certain time and it snowed a certain amount. by New Year's
Yes,
Eve,
I remember
you got- yeah,
that.
you got
There
it for
could be
free.
somebody they're in cahoots with,
Well, they
that they pay.
Oh, they take insurance out of them.
That's what they do, yeah. They
Put that over.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I gotta find my keys.
But my God, if one of the teams loses, they made so much money on furniture,
Right.
they wouldn't have
Yeah,
normally.
it doesn't matter.
All right,
Easy
146,
one.
yeah.
Okay,
ARG?
Marjamere, yeah, M-A-R.
Oh, Marshman, I like that street.
Lovely street, sold a few houses.
This is number 146.
You're doing another one?
This is the last one.
Yes, his last appeal, 146.
Location is 200 Marjamere Drive.
Ah.
200 what?
100 March.
Marjamere, Margemere. The property owner is Corinne Del Barra, I think it says Delbaera. And she was represented by Ailey de Bonaventura, the appraiser. So there was a full appraisal report retrospective to October 1st with 4 comps. The subject property has an easement on it for roadway access, which impacts setbacks. What?
They didn't upload any appraisal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just the 2 field cards and the application.
I'm seeing the.
You do? I don't.
Oh, are you in the right folder?
Yeah,
You have to be in the-
146.
You have to be in the
Scan folder?
the scan folder. There's
Yeah.
2 folders.
I've been in it all night. All right, I'll try, I'll refresh it.
Let's see.
So what's the
Yeah,
town
they have 3.
value and what's being asked?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going too fast. Okay, so the town placed a value of $1,264,100. And they're asking for a reduction to $955,000.
Wait, is that from here? Something. What are those numbers there?
Those were
okay.
assessments.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's 1 million, and 1,264,100,
right.
okay.
And then they changed, when they had originally written $1 million on the sheet, but when she came in, this was written by the homeowner, and then they hired they
Appraiser.
hired the appraiser, so they changed the amount from, the original ask was 1 million, but they changed it to $955,000.
955.
Yeah. So I'll make a motion again to reduce to $955,000 as requested by the property owner.
I'll second.
I'll second.
Okay.
I don't.
So, there are issues with the property related to the easement for roadway, and there is a 0.95 condition adjustment, which is not very significant. The house itself has a very funny layout. The kitchen is kind of cut off from the rest of the house you have to take steps up from the rest of the house to get to the kitchen. That house is, dated in its construction, old air conditioning system, original single pane windows. original bathrooms with fiberglass surrounds, no, molding, no like modern molding for trim, gated kitchen with original appliances. Well, not original, I mean, the house was built in 1946, 1941, I mean, but older appliances, old mechanicals, laundries in an unfinished basement. Certainly, somebody paying $1.3 million wouldn't want a house with laundry in the unfinished basement.
What's the total square feet?
The total square footage is 1936, so it's a relatively small house.
But not tiny.
On that street it is.
Yeah,
What's that?
on that street,
That would be
there are some
considered
really
tiny.
pretty houses on that street.
Big houses on it.
So there,
When we were first kind of looking, there was one on there, Jay Philbin, I think owned it or something.
I sold it.
Didn't live there, but I loved it.
Okay.
Oh, I know, I thought it was like.
provided 4 comps. The first one, 120 Mountain Laurel, sold on May 1st of 25 for $975,000.
121? Not low?
120.
120. Is this a comp?
This is the first comp that the appraiser brought. This is actually a raised ranch, not a colonial. Slightly smaller in square footage, but has an additional bedroom. And she didn't make any condition adjustments, even though that home
It's way more
appeared to
updated.
be updated.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that
I'm
house,
just looking at the appraisal, because the
Yeah.
kitchen on Margemere is like,
ancient.
yeah, like when I was
Yeah.
born, floors. Really, and this is like a beautiful, white paint and wood floor, but still.
The next
Pulls
one,
the eye.
1569 Brookside Drive, sold in June of 25 for 1.17. That one's, a couple of hundred square feet bigger, but colonial also, 3 beds, 2 baths, so the same. So technically a different neighborhood code, but I don't think that's too far off in reality.
And it's got a finished basement too.
She took a condition and a location adjustment and brought that down from 1.17 to just over $1 million. 1906 Mill Plain Road sold for $960,000 in May of 25.
How much again?
$960,000.
Okay.
Built in the same year, actually, 1941. About 100 square feet smaller. Much smaller lot because the subject property is on over an acre. This house on Mill Plain is only 1/4 acre. And she adjusted that for the lot size and condition down to $955. So not, only $5,000 the way it worked out. And then she did bring up 181 Margemere, which sold for $1.6 million on October 11th of 24. Technically, it was outside the appraisal guidelines and the period, so it's 3,574 square feet. So, she felt it didn't really meet the guidelines to be included in the
It's a
appraisal.
huge adjustment.
Well,
Yeah,
she
but
didn't.
it is, like,
She didn't.
beautiful.
She's not really including it though. She put it for reference so that we didn't ask, well, why didn't you include this other house?
I mean, look at the
like,
difference in the
next
pictures.
door on Margemere.
Right, good point. People would say, oh, you were cherry picking what houses to
Yeah.
put in, yeah.
So, I mean, if I take out that 181 Margemere, assuming those other 3 are good comps, then, those average out to just over $1 million, which is pretty close to the 955 that they're asking for.
All right.
So, I don't know, I mean, do we feel that these are good comps? I don't know all of these streets. So, I mean, Brookside, Mill Plain are right there. I don't know Mountain Laurel.
Oh, Laurel's, it's off of Brookside. There's nice houses up there.
It's a nice area.
Okay.
I have a good friend who lives there.
You know everybody, Gene.
have any problem with the
I
comps.
know, I think they're good. I say we
I mean,
vote.
Old Lane's not my favorite, but I'm sure she made the adjustment. So I have, I have no
She
issue with
didn't
it.
adjust it much, actually, because she adjusted, yeah, I don't understand the adjustment, actually, because the sale was 960. She says she adjusted it for lot size and condition. I guess it's in much better condition, it must be, because,
They can't
you
get
know,
it
she
worse.
brought it down for the smaller lot size, but then back up and then added $100,000 back, I guess, for condition. Because she got from 960 to 955. As long as my notes, I want to make sure my notes are right. Or 948, I don't know how I wrote 955 in my notes.
It's 9:48.
No, that's not relevant to that. Anyways, it wasn't a significant adjustment, so. I mean, it seems like a big reduction from what the town had, but it's justified.
I agree.
Unless anybody sees a reason to.
So we should vote. Let's do it.
Unless anybody sees a reason to do something in between,
No.
then, okay, we can take a vote on the ask amount of $955,000. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Is that all she wrote for tonight?
I believe
Yes,
so.
God, we did it, you guys.
How many did we do?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we did 12.
24 in 4 hours?
Oh, the first,
Started on
oh, the
line
first
two,
row.
yeah.
It's about 6 an hour. It's about 10 minutes a piece.
That was, yeah, I mean.
Okay,
that-
Peter, I have a question. I know you said to check.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, let's.
Make a motion to adjourn.